Hey! You see that wind up?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I want back far.
Curveball.
Woo!
Your hand broke over the top.
I almost did like a Hulk Hogan, like, can you hear me?
Hulk Hogan.
Can you hear me?
Isn't that The Rock?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I almost went around the whole ring. Can you hear me?
What did Stone Cold Steve Austin used to do whenever he would come out on the ring?
Slam beers or something, right?
Yeah, he was the beer guy. I wasn't watching wrestling.
Oh, when he was around?
When
He
was
gave the
around.
finger a lot, too.
Really?
A lot of giving the finger and drinking beers. That was
After
kind of
he
his-
was
me.
skipping and rollerblading around.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he,
rollerbladed
yeah.
a lot. Yeah, he rollerbladed a lot.
Steve Austin
Wore high
rollerbladed
socks.
in.
Yeah.
He high socks.
I think at our wrestling
His
event.
walk-up music was Wake Me Up Before You Go-Go.
Yeah, a lot of neon.
I think our wrestling event, Day to Remember, what is it? Rizmember? December Rizmember?
December to Rizmember.
I think I'm going to walk up like Beetlejuice does when he's walking up to the whorehouse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's my move.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, little known fact, this used to be Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance music. I got it right here.
Ah, yes.
I'm going to stomp a mud hole in your ass, walk it dry.
Do the Austin.
And he'd rollerblade in.
Stone Cold Steve.
Stone Cold says so. It's because Stone Cold, he said so.
Austin 316, yo.
He said ass a lot, too. That was a big deal.
That was super cool.
Stone Cold Steve.
That
That's,
was a big deal.
That's what
16
his-
years old, and I'm like, hell yeah.
No,
that's what his friends called him.
No, with this, when he was walking into or rolling into this, it was Stone Cold Steven.
With a PH.
Stone Cold Stefan.
Man.
From Fire Island, Stone Cold Steven.
Oh! That's awesome.
I feel like he has like a tea in one hand, too, you know? Like he's with like a straw
And he
covered.
An iced tea.
He was slamming two Trulies together. Slam two White Claws together.
Down.
Who's ready to go to Pound Town?
Whoa!
Hey. Hey.
The Stone Cold says so.
Do the Austin.
Honestly,
Yeah, who did the? Who was it?
That's Hacksaw Jim Duggan, yeah. I
Yeah.
mixed up.
Stone Cold used to be.
I mixed up my heroes.
kind of like that.
I love this.
But then he really did a 180 with that whole, badass.
I am an American badass.
That was
that was his-
Undertaker. Undertaker took on
That
the
dude
Kid
was
Rock
freaky as hell.
moniker.
Stunning. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was
That's
Stunning
right.
Steve. He really
Stunning
was.
Steve. No, Stunning Steven Austin with a PH.
When he had long blonde
Oh,
hair.
the PH? No thanks.
Have you seen him when he was Stunning Steve? Ever?
No.
That was his first character.
That really was?
Yeah.
No.
He had like long blonde hair. Look up Steve Austin, Stunning Steve, and pull it up
Oh,
on
I
the
had
screen.
no idea that. I thought that was his
Oh,
joke.
no, you nailed it. He was also the ringmaster
Oh,
at one time.
my.
But his first persona,
Oh, and he's got this like butt cut
he had like
looking thing.
he had like long blonde. Look at that.
What?
Oh, I
He had,
prefer
like, the
him
side-
bald.
He looks like he's in third base. Pop goes the weasel, cause the weasel goes pop.
What's the guy from Parks and Rec could play him in a biopic?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Stunning.
Stunning Steve Austin.
He had pink trunks at one time.
I don't like a PH
Go to images.
Steven. I like a V.
Images by Tyrone Green.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Look at that.
He is Vigo,
He is Vigo.
That's a different guy.
Scourge of Carpathia.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
All right.
Didn't think you were going to learn something this early in the morning.
no,
did you,
not
St.
this
Louis?
early.
Wow, that's wild, dude.
Not this early. No, I was going to talk about falling up the stairs in front of people yesterday, but this is better.
Okay.
They said, listen, this isn't working, the stunning thing, so we're going to take your hair and let's put it in a circle around your mouth. let's put a cap on you for a second, maybe shave your
Give you a
head.
vest.
Get a vest.
You look
Yeah.
sweet.
God,
Vest.
hell yeah.
Get you a vest, a couple of, Bud Heavies.
Yeah, and take all these smiles and turn
Was
them
there a
upside
particular
down.
beer that he used to...
It had to be Budweiser, right? Or Bush? Bush.
Did he have a brand?
These guys are washing the windows
I
right
bet it was
now.
whatever is
Question.
local.
I want to say it was Coors,
Just threw the
but
thing
I
up.
might be wrong.
Yeah,
I think it was Coors.
Yeah, there's a man outside the
He's a
window.
Coors guy. What?
Yeah, they just slammed the window.
Oh, they're washing windows?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey.
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 Yeah, that's what they're
Hey,
seeing. They're
guys.
seeing us dancing.
Yeah, what music was playing in your head when you fell down or fell up the stairs?
That was playing.
Okay.
God, I love disco.
No, I had to come back upstairs here at the station, and
Budweiser.
it was Budweiser. Of course, it was Budweiser.
He's
Dude,
an
it's
American
a
hero.
And I already got out of the parking lot. I had to come back upstairs, and I was almost running up the stairs.
Because you were afraid of the stair
No, because I
goblin?
wanted to move quickly. That's why. And I fell. I tripped going up the stairs in front of people.
Oh, no.
Dude, no cool way to fall up.
There's no cool way to do that.
Fall down, pop up, you might get a little credit.
Falling up, that whole like you half, like you go into like a runner stance. Mm-hmm. You go into like I'm at the starting blocks stance.
The only way it's cool is if you're on the first couple steps there, you fall up and you slide all the way up to the very top.
Yeah,
Then it's very
gravity
impressive.
doesn't work that way.
Oh.
No, it was right at the top. And I nailed like my shin on the top step.
You worried about the stair goblin? Have you ever seen this?
The stair guy. There's such a thing?
Is that the thing? He just grabs your laces and goes.
No, he sniffs your butt.
It bites you on your butt. Looks like Paul Stanley.
I think about that when I turn the light off in the basement and run up the stairs.
Yeah, if you don't move quickly, he's going to bite your butt.
Yeah, man. Anytime you had to turn the light off downstairs or something like that, or in a basement. Not that it was like we never had the Home Alone furnace, the furnace. But I tell you what, anytime I came upstairs and had to turn the light off, I was moving quick, boy. I was moving quick, boy. Because whatever's going to chase you starts chasing you as soon as you turn the light off and turn around.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a great TikTok about that where a guy shuts his light off in the kitchen and all these like dark figures in bodysuits all start climbing out of the cabinets and like he's running up the stairs to get to his bedroom, flipping off all the lights and they're right behind him.
Yeah. It's a nightmare.
Sorry.
So there was a couple salespeople. So I fell. And then I don't know why I started walking like George Jefferson after. Like trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Trying to be cool about it, walking away. But there's no way to look cool after falling up the stairs.
No.
Damn.
We've all had those embarrassing moments.
They canceled all their meetings.
I lost
For you.
5 sponsors.
Yeah, you
yesterday.
did.
Yep. It's an ads-free show now.
Lost 5 I lost 5 sponsors yesterday. So we've all tripped or we've all fallen in public, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you actually fell?
I do it once a quarter. Like fell down.
When was the last time you fell down?
I got to say, in
question.
recent years, I've been a pretty consistent stander.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, I don't think I've taken too many dips.
Even up the stairs?
No, see, typically
Good for you.
I do the run. Run and skip, especially here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's my first crack at exercise.
Yeah, me too.
When I lived in Moon's basement, his steps are kind of shallow, I guess, so I tripped on those a few times.
Yeah, they are shallow. My dad reminds me every time he's over.
But I haven't, man, I don't think I have.
Yeah,
been
when was the
quite
last
a
time you
while.
fell?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know when it was. I was out to lunch with a client. This is a really embarrassing story, actually. I was in Ellsbury meeting with Forrest Keeling, and we went to this little restaurant that's in their little town there called the Pickle Barrel. And I was the first to arrive, and the Pickle Barrel was really cute, but they have these rugs on the ground, and all of a sudden a parade of sponsorships, Kim and her husband and all these people start walking in, Matt Will, our sales rep, and I get up to greet them, and the rug had rolled up, and I fell completely down in the middle of the restaurant, and my Kim had to, she came running to me to pick me up. It was so embarrassing.
Oh no!
That you fall flat on your face?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't do
Straightforward.
the hop and like you throw the shoulder under and roll.
Yeah, there was like a, and then I went down.
Damn.
I feel like I trip on a lot of stuff, but I always catch myself. And every time I do, I think to myself, man, when the day comes when I can't catch myself, I'm going to be pretty bummed.
Does it count if you catch yourself using the ground?
As long as you make it look good.
Okay.
Like if you caught yourself and just started doing push-ups. You're like, oh,
Oh, yeah. And then you do a
needed
quick
a-
flip.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
just needed a heart rate increase.
My last serious fall was epic because it was like we were camping and there was guys next to us in a RV and they had the Chiefs game on. somehow this guy had like a nice setup. He's like, come over and watch the Chiefs game. We're by a lake. And he had one of them old lawn chairs like your granddaddy had, like the little thatch ones that go like,
Yeah.
with the aluminum frame. And I sat in it and crumpled this chair, dude, straight up like like crushing an aluminum can under your foot. And I was stuck in the chair and I rolled all the way down the hill.
With the chair still attached to you.
On my ass, chair stuck. The chair crumpled around me like a car in a crumple zone.
Yeah.
I was basically in, and then rolled down the hill in front of these guys, all the way down, dude, to the water. Like, could not stop. It was like we were sitting on a hill, and it was an immediate drop off down to the lake, and it was a very far roll, dude. It was like Chris Farley. When he's like, thank you, little tree. Like, I stopped rolling for a second, and as I tried to get out of the chair, this roll started again.
Yeah.
And then I had to walk back up the hill. So I had to do the walk of shame uphill. Never looks cool. Holding like this crumpled chair.
Did they laugh at you?
Yeah, they were cool, but it was like, I can't like watch the game with these guys.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I gotta go home. You gotta clock out.
That's the end of the evening.
Yeah.
No, now you're the hero. You can't do any wrong.
And you owe him a chair.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go buy a chair. I'll see you later.
A chair. Now, nobody looks cool going up a hill. That's right. You could be summiting Everest and still,
You have to
you're
be
not
running.
looking cool.
You don't look cool falling upstairs. You never look cool walking up a hill. You never look cool. No way to look cool when something goes down the wrong pipe.
Right.
There's not a person. George Clooney can't look cool
Dude,
if he sucks water or spit down the wrong
my
pipe.
wife and I were talking, having this real serious conversation yesterday, and I was eating pieces of a pear, and I choked on one, and it was like, it was one of those things where I thought I could swallow it, and I tried it again, and then I did this cough that sounded like I was impersonating the dog. And you know when the dog goes,
Yeah. That happened to Lern last week.
I did that in the middle of a conversation.
You threw up.
You did that here?
Yeah, she had to
that's
leave.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Like a lady.
Something went down a tea spice went down the wrong pipe, and it was like hitting me big time. And I was like, I gotta get out of this.
Yeah, you had to get out of
Did
here.
you do the dog thing? The dog.
Hey, speaking of dogs, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but Rafe reminded me. Headline: Loyal dog lost half her body weight after surviving 10 weeks next to owner who died in Colorado mountains.
Right?
Whoa.
See that? They're not all gonna eat you.
Good point.
So I saw this and I immediately thought we were wrong.
Maybe he just didn't taste good.
We were promoting, yes, your beloved pet will eat you when you die in your house.
If you're in the house with the dog, this dog was in the wild. Other food was available.
No way.
Maybe this is a total wuss of a dog. What breed?
What breed
Maybe it's
would sit by
golden retriiever.
What breed would sit
that'll eat
by an owner for 10 weeks? An owner's dead body for 10 weeks.
Pug.
No, pugs. 10 weeks? That thing's getting taken by a hawk
That's true. Oh.
within hours.
Oh.
Did you wonder? Did
Shout out to all the pugs.
Did it stay out of love and loyalty, or was it like a, hey man, you're supposed to be
When
protecting
are we
me?
leaving?
You're like, this is enough. You have been
Dude, it's
napping.
been 9 weeks.
Yeah, I know
When
you
are we
like to
getting outta
nap
here?
on the couch.
What kind of dog? What kind of dog would sit by an owner for 10 weeks, just waiting, loyal? Well, I'd say what kind of dog wouldn't? First, Bichon.
Out.
Bye. Goodbye.
It would pee on you and then leave. Would a poodle sit by
No.
I don't feel
an
like
owner
I
for
think
10
they-
weeks? No.
No.
Golden Retriever? Hell yeah, Golden Retriever
yeah.
would. That's not in this case, though, but a Golden Retriever would.
Lab?
I think he'd lay
I
there
think
for
a
a while.
lab would.
I think
Lab
a lab
would.
would lay there for a while and then eat you when it was starving.
I think an Aussie would stay there the entire.
Yeah,
Actually,
and-
an Aussie would go get help and bring him back
An
to the
Australian
exact spot.
Shepherd would.
Yeah.
Collie.
A collie would. Hell yeah, collie would. Lassie.
You don't think they'd go get help first and then bring him back?
No, an Aussie wouldn't lay by you. An Aussie would lay on you.
Yeah, it's true. They make you warm.
Just
They'd
lay on
heal
you.
you
Come on.
up.
Come on.
We'll try to herd you.
Every once in a while, do that push thing.
What kind of
Come
dog
on,
was
let's
Benji?
play. Oh,
Terrier.
yeah, some sort of wired. What kind of terrier was
Like a
it?
nice pit bull terrier.
I think a Chihuahua's gone.
Chihuahua's gone.
Gone. They're skittish.
Well, that thing's not surviving 10 weeks either in the woods.
It's already shaking from loss of body heat constantly.
Yeah, Chihuahua, nah.
Oh, they say Benji was a fictional dog that was a mixed breed mutt.
What?
Adopted from an animal shelter.
So a mutt beat a
What
wolf?
was the actual dog that played Benji?
The trainers believe that the one that was used in some of the movies was a mix of a Cocker Spaniel, miniature poodle, and Schnauzer.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this says, or a Tibetan Terrier and Spaniel. But it's unclear.
Sad to think that Benji's dead.
Yeah. But he did kill that wolf. That was awesome.
In real life, you know, the real Benji is no longer with us.
Right.
I thought that, I mean, we see a lot of Benjis. I guess there's a lot of particular mutt crosses that end up looking like Benjis, but I always thought Benji was a particular type of terrier. Like you could get a...
Like that.
Yeah, you could get
Like
that
what,
thing.
I want what Benji is. Oh, we can't.
Yeah, he looked like my dog growing up. We had a cockapoo, and it looked like
Yeah.
Benji.
Was that Henrietta?
That was Pokey.
In this particular case, we're talking about a Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh.
A tiny Jack Russell Terrier that survived in the Colorado mountains for more than 10 weeks after her owner died. Lost half her body weight. The owner died of hypothermia.
Wow.
Dang,
So Richard Moore of Colorado and his 12-pound dog Finley
No.
had
Jack-
set out to climb Blackhead Peak, and this was on August 19th. Never came home. Days-long search of the it was a treacherous and steep side of the mountain.
Dang.
They couldn't find the dude.
How old was the guy?
The guy was 71.
Holy smokes. Jack Russells, man, I've had multiple experiences, and you get the right one of them things, and you got the right personality for it, those dogs are awesome.
Yeah, remember Problem Child? Whenever they gave him that fancy food, and he left that big pile of yumminess.
They're saying these Jack Russells are fierce. You know, they're tough little dogs.
They are, but if you get it, because Jack Russells were like in every movie for about 10 years there, and everybody was getting him as little family dogs.
Well, that was the Frasier dog, right?
You got to know.
Yeah,
what you're
Eddie.
doing.
Eddie
Yeah,
from
you-
Frasier.
yeah,
He
you
was in
gotta know-
everything.
You got to know what you're doing with those things. We had one and it murdered my Chihuahua, and I forgive you.
Did he stay by its side, though?
Definitely not.
So the owner was like an experienced hiker. He died of hypothermia. They said he got probably disoriented. He got confused as hypothermia sets in. He dies, and the dog just sat with him.
That's so sweet and terrible at the same time.
They say the dog somehow survived, likely by hunting small animals like mice. Also managing to avoid mountain lions and coyotes and bears.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The wild. And his body didn't get.
Yeah. Oh, while this guy's stinking up the place
Yeah.
Stinging up the
and,
joint.
and attracting everybody.
Yeah,
So I
vultures
think-
and everything else.
That dog was just fortunate because it doesn't seem like there must have not have been any big animal around there at that
Well,
time.
they said somehow it avoided it. Wow. Somehow avoided death by any of these larger creatures.
He probably didn't have cologne on or something.
So shout out to the 12-pound Jack Russell Terrier.
Good job,
Loyal buddy.
And if you're going hiking and you're by yourself or by yourself with your pet, man, make sure people know where you're at. Like maybe just try to take one of them sat phones or something. Like that's sadly to say, like that's a preventable thing, that getting lost. Now, we have taken some hikes where there's no cell service and there's big old signs that say, hey, for the next like 50 miles, you got no chance of contact in here. So make sure you know what you're doing. Take your maps. do
Well,
all
and they
that
said
kind
this
of
guy
stuff.
was experienced. And you know, when hypothermia sets in, much like heat exhaustion, you get
Yeah,
confused.
you get weird.
You
Yeah,
get
you're right.
weird, and you probably think that everything's going to be okay when it's not.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what kills everybody on Everest. I watched a documentary about all these. Because on Everest, they're like, you got to leave people or you'll all die. There's people that, like, get hypothermia and get
Disoriented.
disoriented and, like, take their clothes off.
Oh, yeah.
They just strip down to their underwear and they just sit on the side of the mountain and they, like, start talking to people who aren't there and they're just like, we got to leave them.
Yeah,
There's
how
so
many
many
dead
frozen
bodies?
up there?
How many dead bodies do they say are on Everest?
A lot.
Yeah.
They
And
find them. They find people.
And every
up
once in
there
a
all
while,
the
yeah,
time.
there'll be like a
200.
thaw or something.
200 dead
you know,
bodies.
They'll see somebody.
Well, what was that? What was that, 12 Peaks?
I think 14 Peaks.
14 Peaks,
With
that
Nim's Dive?
documentary? Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was amazing. What?
You watch that documentary?
No.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. That's a good one to watch. This dude climbs 14 peaks that are over whatever elevation.
The highest mountains in the world,
Yeah,
14
he
of them.
Tries to do it within a year or within 6 months or something like that. And dude, wild stuff. And
Well, the scene on Everest was wild because remember he took a picture and there was a line. Like Mount Everest has become so popular that there's a line to get to the top. Like you have to queue up in a line to get to the top.
I have no interest in that at all.
None.
I think it's incredible the people that do it. I think it's super weird the people that die, like that they leave them there. I mean,
I don't want to climb Art Hill.
That documentary, he explains the interest a little bit better. Kind of articulates it in a way to the rest of us that are like, you're a crazy person. He kind of makes it make a bit more sense, I guess. Great documentary. Check that one out.
Yeah, the guy's
forgot where it is,
too.
but I'm sure you subscribe.
Is he? What is he? He's
Nepalese.
not Tibetan.
Says
Oh,
he's-
Nepalese. Yeah.
Nepalese,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nepalese. That's what he is.
Oh, he falls asleep a lot?
That's narcoleptic.
That's Napoli.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's Napoli in Clayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the restaurant in Clayton. He was born there.
You guys all seen Free Solo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a badass
That's
one too.
incredible.
That dude's got mental problems.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a more well-adjusted Christopher McCandless.
Just holding onto a wall with your
Yeah.
hands and just.
It's a
climbing
death
up that
wish.
wall.
I mean,
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
people
that
have
one's
death
crazy.
wishes.
Yeah, he's.
So the dog,
Interesting dude.
was down to 6 pounds when they found him. Dog's gonna be okay. Took him to a vet, got him checked out. Dog's gonna be all right. But a man and his dog, huh?
Man's best friend.
Now, Rover.com just put out their annual list of the most popular dog and cat names. And once again, what is the top male dog name?
Max.
Max is number 2.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What is the top male dog name?
Todd.
And I believe this has been the top dog name for a while now.
Fido, Rover.
Simba.
No.
Charlie.
Charlie's number 1.
Charlie.
What? Yeah.
Charlie is the top male dog name.
Wow, a dog named Chuck.
Our neighbor's dog is Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie, Max, Cooper,
Charlie.
Milo, Buddy, Teddy, Rocky, Bear, Leo, Duke.
Cute.
Duke.
Female dog names, go.
Luna.
Bella.
Luna's number 1.
Wow.
Bella's number 2.
How'd you know that?
I'm a psychic. Pet psychic.
Luna, Bella, Daisy, Lucy, Lily, Lola, Zoe, Sadie, Stella, Bailey.
A lot of L's and S's.
Now, the more interesting part of the report are the unique names people are giving their dogs. And in 2023, names inspired by foods and drinks are huge.
Mojito.
So for dogs, the name beer is up 330%.
Come on, beer.
Beer.
Man, you got to be a real... Name your dog beer. And I love it.
Yep. I know
Breast
that's the guy
milk.
walks into.
Breast milk.
Man, I've named dogs like, regular people names. But I feel like this is your opportunity to get weird. It's
It
a pet,
is.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is the time to not name him
Yeah.
Max or
When we were
Bella.
kids, it was so cool to, because I remember the puppy I was able to pick out whenever, it was 93 during the flood, and there was 2 dogs. One was Flood, I named it that, and then the other one, I named her Henrietta, and I kept Henrietta.
That's cute.
And I thought it was awesome. And then, now it's very normal.
I got a bunch of names stocked up. Like one day I used to have a puggle named James Hetfield, R.I.P. And I have some names stocked up because I'm gonna get a pug again.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. Can you enlighten us to
What the names would be?
what the names would be?
I'll give you, like, if it's a boy,
Jon
I
Snow.
love Farley,
Farley, okay.
Chris
That's
Farley.
a good one.
And I also like Cosmo.
Ooh, I
Those
like
are great
those.
names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
great
so, too.
names.
Other trending names include Green Bean,
Cute.
Cheerios, S'more, Tiramisu, Parsley, Ice Cream, and Baguette.
Ice
I
cream.
like all those.
Baguette.
Come on, ice cream.
Baguette.
And a couple honorable mentions include Eggsy Benedict and Everything Bagel.
Everything bagel.
What's the weirdest pet name you ever came across, like friend-wise, that somebody had?
I don't think anything really. I mean, my dog named Cat.
Yeah, you got people names.
Yeah.
I like people names when they're like not dog. Like Max and Duke and all those are kind of cool. I like when like someone's dog is just named Doug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no,
Mike.
Mark has always wanted a dog just so he can name it Jason because he thinks it's hysterical.
that's great.
Like, Steve.
Yeah, he just always wanted to yell out in his backyard, Jason!
Yeah, I love dogs that have human names.
Yeah,
Fred.
people
It's the best, man.
Frank.
I love
I have
that.
coffee with every morning is Frank.
Never gets old to me.
Yeah,
Or I like
think
dogs that are named after
Charlie's
famous
a cool,
people.
I think Charlie's a cool name.
James Hetfield was cool. That was a cool name.
Thank you.
I see a
Did
lot of
we
people
all-
do it after musicians or like movie characters or their favorite TV shows or something.
Yeah, and do you remember as a kid, did you all know a friend that had a dog named Rascal? I think everyone did.
Rascal? Yeah, yeah. Horse.
What
there's a
happened to
horse out there.
Rascal? That kind of fell away.
All right, how about cat names? I got cat names. The most popular cat names. I don't have
Boots.
it. I don't have it broken up
Male, female.
male, female, but I do have the 10 most popular cat names.
Is Luna on that list
Luna's
as well?
number 1.
Garfield.
Is Willow on there?
No,
Boots.
no,
Socks.
no,
Felix.
Underwear.
Are we going names? Charlie?
no. Oh yeah, Charlie's number 6.
Ted.
Charlie.
Ted, no,
Bear.
no,
Stella.
no. No. Number 2 is Milo.
Milo.
Oh,
Oliver.
it is.
Oliver, yes. I have
Oliver.
a friend who has a cat named Oliver.
Is one of Taylor Swift's cats named Oliver?
I don't know.
She has, I think, 6 Olivers. She has a lot of cats.
I don't know.
You looking up her
You-
cat names?
no,
for me?
yes.
You,
You're not-
you Swiftie?
I thought you get the news.
He's trying to.
I get the
He's
newsletter.
asking it as if he doesn't already know.
Right. What's
She
Taylor
has
Swift's cat?
three-
To hide
cats.
the fact that he's a Swiftie.
One is named Meredith Grey. The other is Olivia Benson.
Too cute.
And the third is Benjamin Button.
Oh,
Of
cute.
course. Of course they are.
Leo's number 4.
Very
Bella,
on brand.
Charlie, Lily, Kitty, Lucy, and Loki.
Nice.
Loki.
Cool.
Loki the cat's cool.
Yeah, Loki's
Yeah.
good.
Loki actually
For
does
cats,
seem like a
though,
very apt name for
the
a
unusual name Prosecco is up 793%.
Right on.
Some other trending names include Chive, Baby Bell, like the cheese, Stuffing, Starbucks, Dijon, Sausage, Morel, like the mushroom,
Cute.
Seltzer, Tea, and Velveeta.
Speaker of the House.
Burger is also popular.
I like sausage a lot. That's a good one.
Hey, sausage. Come on. Get in, sausage.
Sausage.
That's great.
So congratulations, if you have a trendy name for your pet.
Thank you.
You are not creative.
No.
Get back, yeah. Come on,
Yeah, that was the thing with my
get to it. Start
the-
being creative.
my first Aussie I got. I wanted a name that, speak something positive every time. So I looked up words that mean loyal, and I saw Cal, C-A-L. And I'm like, sweet. And I just moved for California. So I'm like, I'm going to do Cal and then put the I on there.
Right?
I'm like, this is awesome. Because I'd never heard a dog named Callie. I was like, this is great. And then you go and everyone's got a dog named Callie.
Everybody.
That's popular. That's number 12.
Yeah, it's got to be right up there.
I had a dog named Cassie. She was a good little gal.
Cassie.
I feel
you-
like that was a popular name for a while.
Would you ever name an animal Reba? Since you love Reba McEntire so much? Because it's kind of a cool dog name.
Hey, Reba McEntire.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, I wanted a pug named Little Merle Haggard. And
Merle is a great name.
when I adopted Bo, his name was Bo Cephas. And I was
that was the name already given to him?
Yeah, that was what they named him at the shelter. And I was just like, and he was the fattest one. So he does
And the
it
name
like he's
fit.
whiskey bent and hellbound. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's so close that I felt like the universe was saying, like, you wanted Merle Haggard, you got Hank Jr., this is your guy. Get this guy.
Bocephus. That's pretty good. I grew up,
that's
the
cool.
first dog I ever knew was a big all-white German Shepherd named Sugar, and I always thought that was the coolest name
Yeah,
ever.
it is a cool name.
So to this day, my wife knows that at some point we are going to own a white German Shepherd named Sugar.
Should have named one of your kids Sugar.
No.
You
That
blew it.
German one.
I don't think that would have passed
You blew it.
the board.
I think Reba. I think Reba would be Reba, and call her Reba McEntire.
Reba McEntire.
Go all
No,
in.
it's a,
You want to get Pug Sisters? Let me know. One day.
No,
Best
no, no.
friend Pugs?
Yeah, you get two, Reba and McIntyre.
I'll get Kenny Rogers. You get Reba McEntire. Dude,
Dolly.
are we all going to get friendship
You
pugs
probably
on
get
this
Reba
show?
and Dolly.
I'll get Taylor Swift.
Yes.
I'd probably
not
get
getting friendship
I'd get a
pugs.
pair, and it'd be Dolly and Reba.
Yeah, or Reba and Mac if it's a boy.
And then maybe a cat named Linda Ronstadt.
Linda.
Like, this is my pugs, Dolly and Reba, and that's my cat, Linda Ronstadt. Call her by her whole name.
This is my Kim Jong-ug.
Kim Jong.
Hey, complete left turn here, and I'm going to start with Lern on this question. because there was a big poll done about this particular topic.
Okay.
Should women be allowed to go topless in public?
Yes. I just don't care. We all have boobs. You have, Scott Rizzuto, you have nipples.
Whoa.
What?
Never thought about your nipples before.
Everybody start thinking
censor-
about Rizz's nipples for a second.
Thank you.
And that, and just imagine, okay, now there's breasts in public. We sexualize breasts as a society. This is my God-given body, right? This is it. You guys get to mow the lawn all the time with no top on,
Ooh,
and nobody
who's
says a
doing
damn
that?
thing.
Don't do that.
I want to be able to go outside and not be like, have somebody swat at my fun bags. I want to just have this be normalized. So I'm free the nipple. I'm pro nipple.
Swat at your fun bags?
Yeah,
Who's swatting at your fun bags?
I don't know, pervs. I'm just saying.
Well, that's an argument to have them covered up.
That's the griddler.
But see, that's not right because I'm not swatting at your fun bags, Scott Rizzuto, when you're mowing. the
Nobody
lawn.
wants to.
Yes, because society's gone. Oh, dudes are cool.
Dude, I've never thought about this before, but now I want to see all you guys' nipples. I want to see what's going on.
Mine are readily available on the internet.
They are?
You could look it up.
Mine are
Let's
too.
Google it.
And like, I'm not trying to be a pervy person right now. I'm literally like,
No, it's a legit question. And I have the breakdown of how many people are like, yep, topless, all right with me. And I have the breakdown of men and women.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Lern. I think it should be allowed, like she said, if it's attractive women. It's great.
only attractive
I
women.
mean, it's perfect.
Because then we can get over our problem of like, oh my God, there's a woman breastfeeding her newborn.
So where does the line go?
There is no line.
What
Okay,
the
so
hell,
like
dude?
we all have butts, so we can just I can walk around with my butt out.
Yeah. I personally, I don't know why us in America do this. We, as a country, we over-sexualize our human bodies where you go over to Europe, right? And it's not as sexualized. Or it's more understood, like, I'm not saying you can be joeing at a parking lot.
Well, we all Joe.
I'm just saying if I happen
that's
to
your
like take
argument.
my top off and I'm sunbathing on my deck and my neighbor is mowing his lawn and he happens to see what's going on, I don't want him to have to be like aroused and weird about it.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron. Oh, how's Nicole? You know what I'm saying?
How's
Like,
Nicole? Or Nicole, sorry.
I've been to foreign countries where, topless beaches ain't no thing.
yeah.
Or it's on national TV here and there. But I don't think that that's gonna prevent if you're out on your London deck with your boobies out. I don't think that's going to prevent your neighbor from maybe being turned on because
I guess, but I don't want to get like the cops called on me.
Oh, right.
You know
Men
what
are
I'm saying?
turned on by boobies.
And some women, yes.
And some women are
And
too.
women are turned on and men by men with their shirts off as well. So there's no real argument there. Like,
That's a good point. Not all men, but yes. Not all men turn.
like I see
some dudes with their shirts off that I'm like, you need 2 shirts on, brother.
in the summertime when I see men like jogging with no shirt and just shorts and they are hot. I'm like, dude, that is freaking awesome.
Start sizzling.
I do. I'm like,
Wait, so you like it?
yeah, but I'm not like upset. I'm not, I'm going to call the cops on that guy because he is turning me on or whatever.
Too much.
What if he's at an ATM with his shirt off at 4
I'm
o'clock
calling
in
the
the morning?
cops every time.
That actually is a
it's-
good argument. I hadn't really considered that.
Wait, what's the argument?
She's like, dudes with their shirts off turn women on. So, like, the way your body's affecting someone else is not really your problem.
Exactly.
I get it. It's hard because I agree with both sides. I think that, like, you can't. Not sexualizing is really hard because men are just like, boobies?
Right.
Be like boobies. It's like hard to just turn that switch off. I mean, you don't have to swat them. That is a good.
Yeah, don't touch me.
But it's like, then it becomes like, how long can I look before it's creepy? And the answer is 0 seconds.
I'm going to take the middle road here. I'm pretty
me too.
undecided.
Me too. I have no idea.
I hate to
I'm
be
waiting
that-
for an argument that has like some like scientific merit or some understanding of the gray area because the whole thing is a gray area. So clearly, like we have to have some sort of standard. And I feel like I know what you're saying, and I'm backing your rights for it and all that. I really am. But at the same time, like we kind of have come to a societal norm because we have to have a societal norm.
I just feel like we're just not ready for it.
yeah, that's for sure. And I know what you're saying. The American like uptightness and the way that we've like kind of framed it probably isn't the healthiest way to go.
And it's again, I've been to beaches down in the Caribbean where it's no big deal. Like, it's topless beach, ain't no thing. Like, it's
right, but they're not going to City Museum with their shirt off, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah,
well, guys are not allowed to go to City Museum with their shirts off either.
Yeah,
right.
Still have societal norms of like, oh, if you're going to a restaurant, obviously shirt and shoes, yes.
Like, I can't go to 7-Eleven, no shirt, no shoes, no service.
If you want to go for a jog around Forest Park.
And free jugging it up, like, what is the difference? I mean, and personally, women wouldn't want to go free jugging on a jog because we want the support of the bra, right? So it's actually utilitarian. But I think that if I want to mow my lawn, like my husband does, without a shirt, that should be okay because I'm on my property. I'm doing something. I'm just trying to get tan. I'm not being sexual, but this is just my body. And it's a weird double standard that I feel like men have. And I've always been.
Is there a situation you've been in that you go, man, I wish I was just topless, and I can't be?
Yeah. Like at the pool. Not at the public pool, but like laying out at somebody's house. Like I wish it could be just normal. Actually, Tina, I follow Rafe's Tina on Instagram, and I texted her the other day, and I was like, Tina, I love your freedom because she and the girls, she like posts these Instagram stories where they're all like just hanging out like topless in bed watching Netflix in between their comedy shows. And it's beautiful. It's like they don't care. They have no like shame. They're just like, these are our bodies and we're just having fun. And like, it feels good to sleep without a shirt.
Yeah, but are they doing it for shock value?
No, I think they're just being free.
No, I mean, I'm so adjusted just from that group because those jugs are out a lot. They don't.
It's amazing.
They're out constantly. If we're in an Airbnb, there's at least 6 sets of knockers flopping around, just loose cannons.
Just free. I don't know. It's great.
And you just get inundated. You do get used to it. I'm not like walking around like, oh, oh my God, there's
there's gonna be guys.
Like, I'm pretty like, I don't know. I think I'm probably far on the spectrum of like that's the kind of stuff doesn't really bother me. I'm pretty loose in the cage with my sexual proclivities.
Now,
I may not be the perfect person to be the test model.
I think it's interesting, though, with the gray areas when you're talking about double standards. Because, like, is it a double standard that I can have my shirt off and you can't? Because, I mean, like, is it society or is it biology that makes the difference here?
It's society. Everybody was naked in the beginning.
Okay, but also...
So you're saying biology plays no part in the quote-unquote sexualization of women's breasts opposed to, my flat chest and whatever.
I think that in the beginning, for whatever this
in
was.
The beginning,
in the beginning, okay? I think that we were all naked, and and over time, and women's breasts are utilitarian for feeding their infants. And so somewhere between the caveman times and every society that started building up around, somehow the women's shirts started becoming more like we got covered up. And maybe it was a protective thing that the men were like, I don't want anybody looking at my lady. I don't know, but I think that that's really strange if you think about it. Like, why is it okay for men to not have shirts on?
Okay, so
because we don't have boobies.
But what I'm telling you is, this is what I like to say about biology and what I do or don't know. If I show you this part of my chest right here, you want me? Because I can't tell you why.
Me.
I can't tell you why. When somebody sees boobs or cleave or whatever, that like there's something that happens. I don't know why. Oh yeah. I don't know why.
Nobody's getting turned on.
Surely it's biological.
Nobody's getting turned on by this.
No,
and all I'm saying is, when you're talking about double standards, obviously there's a gray area because, okay, double standard. Let's go to the pool. We're gonna go to the public pool together. You're wearing a bikini as you always do, and it's like it's whatever. Now I got a bikini and my bulge, and I'm just
wow.
Woo, hey baby.
Well, yeah, men
hanging
do that.
brains.
Okay, they don't do that in the same fashion in this country because there is a double standard that you wearing every one of my angles. If you can see my blood flow.
No. You could wear a Speedo to any pool in St. Louis.
Of course I could.
Some places do not allow it.
But it's not going to go well. If I got a thong and my stuff, you can draw it later because you know exactly what it looks like.
And in all seriousness, there are some places where I don't think a man could wear Speedo at Six Flags.
I
found
would
that
love
out
to
the
see the
hard way.
rules that
Yes.
are written.
Yeah.
But again,
Scott's still banned.
The only problem I have with the physiology argument is we're making men's emotion women's problem.
Yeah. Thank you, Rafe.
Yeah, I think.
You know what I mean?
Listen, we're not.
Just kind of
we're
the
not fighting.
problem.
Nobody's pushing back here. We're trying to find like what defines it, because it really is a gray area. I think Rizz and I are both like in the middle. Like, yeah, something should change. I'm just not sure how
guys,
far to
And
swing this pendulum.
I also think, let's say they do change the laws here in St. Louis. It's not. Woo! Everybody's going to be walking
But
around
that's
topless.
society. That's literally, you are positioned the ways that you are, and I respect it.
I don't have a position.
Because
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
society is making you feel uncomfortable with what you're seeing, or I don't want to see. Oh my God! If Lern has her boobs out at the public pool, I gotta shield my son's eyes. That's because
Like this.
Yeah.
that's because
Boy,
you
breathe it in.
That's what we've been taught.
Yeah, you're misinterpreting me. Like I'm as chill and freaking hippie, and I don't care. You do you as I can be.
It's not
like
gonna bother me.
Ingrained in me.
But I know it will bother other people.
You said you're indifferent.
What I'm saying is,
I
like,
am indifferent.
You're pushing on society, but like society has its place, and there's a reason. And I'm not saying it's right. It's rarely ever right, which is why we're supposed to be pushing back, and we're supposed to be shifting all this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
we're
And
evolving.
you're on the right track. But what Rizz is trying to say, and what I'm trying to like articulate, is that we're in the gray area because it's like it all has its place, and there's a reason, and we do have to operate with some sort of standard. So
I
let's,
understand that, but this is like the least of my concerns. If I see a woman with her top off or a man with his top off, okay, like I'm not upset. I'm going, oh, they're free. Like literally what I did with Tina this week.
Yeah.
I was like, I love that you and Chelsea
What about
let
if
her
a dude's walking
naked.
down Olive right here with his dong out?
Dong is a little different, right? Because I feel like we're not there yet.
Just there he is. I mean,
but why is it
But-
different?
well,
I mean, you're going to
because-
have somebody saying your argument with the dong.
No.
there he is.
I like Steve-O. Listen.
Walking down the street.
Steve-O's new special that we were talking to him about yesterday,
Yeah.
where his dong is out full, this entire bucket list special that he just put out last night. When I first saw it, his penis, I was like, I'm not upset. Like, this is just funny and like great. And I had that thought yesterday. I go,
Yeah.
I'm not like affected by this. Now, if Steve-O was right here next to me and doing something inappropriate with himself right next to me, I would be very upset. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it's
then how do you determine what's inappropriate? When does that line get crossed?
you don't.
know?
You have to cross if you are.
Well, boobs don't get hard. There's one
Yeah,
argument
they
to be
do
made
when it's
there.
cold.
Well, they don't. They don't swell up.
But you understand the sexual. What I'm saying is like
that'd be weird.
you're taking the sexualization to zero when it comes to women's breasts, and I'm telling you,
I
I
am.
don't think that's a good argument. I don't think that's a good base point to start with any of this.
But we have the same parts, Moon. You have nipples and areolas just like I do. Mine are just a little bit. Mine are
Yeah,
like
but still, women's boobies are sexualized.
Yeah, this is
because
false.
of society.
But
Like it or
no,
not.
absolutely
No,
not.
Like it
you
or not.
like it or not. You,
No.
you
I
did
love
this.
them.
You did this,
It's
Scott.
a blend of society and biology. That's a false equivalency. You can't.
I'm a never nude for me, based on having to fight somebody. That's always been my base. Whether that's right or not, but I'm a do you 62 for everybody else.
So
Well,
you think they're different only because 100% of society.
No, I think our bottom parts are different, and maybe that's where we're still working that out. You guys are helicoptering. But as far as like our upper bodies, we have the same like design, and some dudes have double D's.
Let me
true.
just say there are some cities that already allow free jugging.
Go.
Asheville, North Carolina.
I'm moving.
Austin, Texas.
Philadelphia does too, right? Did they make a big deal about
Boulder, Colorado. They're not on my
I think
list.
DeSoto.
Boulder.
it? Oh, I thought it was Philly.
Boulder, of course, Boulder.
Of course, Boulder.
Yep, it has to.
Columbus, Ohio. Eugene, Oregon. Honolulu, Hawaii. Keene, New Hampshire. Key West, Florida.
Yeah.
Only a fantasy festival.
Somebody's yelling out there, slow down, slow down. I'm trying to write these down.
Madison, Wisconsin. New Orleans at Mardi Gras. New York City. Portland, Oregon. Santa Fe, New Mexico. On South Beach, Miami.
Yeah.
Just on the beach. And Washington, D.C.
And don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure Overland, Missouri is okay.
Just on trampolines.
Washington, D.C., huh?
So someone polled people to see where we're at on this topic in 2023. Should women be allowed to go topless in public? 35% of Americans now think women should have the right to let it all hang out. 51% said no. 14% are still undecided. Now, the stats on who thinks it should be allowed are interesting, too.
I was going to say this earlier before you read these. I do think the argument is we are making men's emotions or reactions to women's bodies women's problem, but I do think it is a problem that women have. I think we're going to find out a lot of women have a problem with it.
Most women have a problem with it. So men are much more in favor of the free jugging than
We're not
women.
the ones stopping this movement.
But let me push back. Women probably feel that way because of the sexualization that
100%.
men have put on our breasts. So yes,
100%.
like my mom, for instance, she was out at some lake and a woman went topless. And there was a conversation that was being had amongst the men. And it really upset her. And it was because of the type of discussion or type of thoughts that were probably going through.
Now, let's be honest. The women aren't going to discuss it either.
Oh, the women did discuss it after the men were reacting.
The women aren't going to react at all. The women are not going to discuss.
No, they are. But again, I'm saying it's because it's compounded upon because of the societal norms of what we all think about this. So women being like, I'm uncomfortable with other women's bodies is because they're not comfortable doing it themselves.
They're comfortable with their husband's reaction to other women's bodies. Probably a lot, too.
Well, sure, there's absolutely. But the jealousy and the weirdness of that, I think, is also part of it.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's a
And
huge
that
part of
sucks.
it. But I still think it's a gray area because I think biology might play a part. Now, what pushes back on me is like all the tribes and things where like there's no shirts on any women and there's no issues at all.
Right.
But is there? I don't know. I don't know
Probably
the
not,
details of
Moon,
how the
because
tribes
they
work.
never-
So you know what I mean?
Those tribes that you're talking about never came to be like the main, in quotes, mainstream society that like we know here in the United States. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right, but I don't know the details of the ins and outs about how they run their sexual
Yeah, is there still
society.
pervs there?
like, what is sexual in
Yeah,
their society?
I don't have a clue, so I can't
sure.
speak to that. But it is an argument against the fact that some of it might be biology, or
Again,
the assumption that some of it might be
Again,
biology.
if the law changed today, it's not like women are just, their shirts are going to melt off and like everybody's just going to be topless all the time.
yeah.
We see that with the naked bike ride. People are like, ooh, this one day a year that we can ride through Dogtown or
Dongtown, yeah.
Dongtown. You know, people do. Given the opportunity to be free, people will take that some people will take that
But I
opportunity.
think
Yeah, I
this
think
is a
it's
good
kinda
time
cool.
also for us to sit back and realize that we're probably very rude overall. So if you do see something that's like, wow, she's attractive, it's like, oh yeah, I don't need to see that again. I'll just not pay attention anymore and I'm going to look the other way. You know what I mean?
Just have respect.
Just be respectful.
Well, almost half of guys think, it should be allowed. 37% of women under the age of 45 are all about it. And just 15% of women older than 45 support it.
Whoa. So the number went down with women that were older?
With women that were older.
Huh.
Way down.
That's
I figured they'd be
And
more
the
free
demographic that's
I
most
thought it
in
would be the
favor.
opposite.
because the hippies.
The demographic that's most in favor of women going topless,
Young
you
men.
guessed it, old dudes.
Old,
Yeah.
yeah.
Of course, dude.
I like it.
Uncle
Yeah.
Frank's not stopping this movement from happening. I promise you that.
I definitely think it'd be much cooler if the laws were just.
Uncle Frank is not a political guy, but he's picketing. He's actually he's making a sign, and he's
All right.
going to.
I do
He's gonna
think
join
there
a
would
march.
be there would be an uncomfortable period, and it would eventually become the norm. I really do think that. I think if it happened and society moves that way, there would be there'd be a generation of uncomfortability, and then it would just be the norm,
Yeah, I agree.
just like
Next.
everything else.
What's the next
In
song
fact,
we're going to song?
I'll go the next when we're talking about tribes people. Maybe we should start. You ever seen those tribesmen that just like take a cord and a stick and tie it to their dong, like wrap it up tight?
To stretch it
Maybe
out?
we ought to start doing that.
It's like my family
I
reunions.
wouldn't mind walking around with a traffic cone on my wang. Well, let's think about it.
All right. Well, glad we solved that. We solved nothing. I just listen. I wanted to take a temperature of the room here.
Thank you.
I think we're all on
I
the
was just
same
curious.
side too. Honestly, I just think that we think it's more of a gray area than others. But I think we're all on the. I think we're all
I
voting for
just
the
don't
same
think we're
stuff.
ready for it. I think there's too many creeps out there. Honestly.
And is
then
there
get ready for everything to be on the internet. By the way, too.
Is there an
It's
age
already on the
limit
internet.
this?
Well, you mowing your lawn with your shirt off is not on the internet.
Yeah,
No, I've never been able to do it, Moon.
but also like
I feel like you're angry with me about that.
I'm mad at you right now.
I feel like you want you're,
Like, I'm sorry, man,
once
I'm not
this law
stopping
is
you, dude.
changed, you're out there mowing the lawn.
I'm all about it.
let's just do it today.
I took a video of my husband mowing the lawn in the nude to send to his boyfriends because he wanted, like, from behind. All of his guys were in Mexico, and they were sending him ridiculous stuff. And Tim's like, you need to film this. This is a gag. And so from behind, I got Tim mowing the lawn in the nude, okay? and everybody loves it.
Bro, that is not an activity I want to do naked.
No.
Now,
You're
too much could go wrong.
You're one pebble away from a real bad day.
Too much could go wrong. My in-laws are flying in today. So now we got the my Thanksgiving extravaganza has started. I got the family coming in. My in-laws coming today. My brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and their kids come in next Wednesday. So it begins today.
It begins.
It begins. So AAA just put out their annual travel report for Thanksgiving, and it looks like clear roads ahead. Just kidding. You're screwed. So AAA expects 55.4 million people to travel for Thanksgiving this year. That's the third most since 2000 and a 2.3% increase over last year. More than 49 million will drive, 4.7 million will fly, 1.6 million will get where they're going some other way, like buses and trains. So what are the best days to leave town? Unless you're taking off 4 or 5 days early, they all suck. But next Tuesday and Wednesday are the worst overall. Next Tuesday and Wednesday are the worst overall travel days.
It's like Wednesday at 1 p.m. is like super dangerous, right?
Sunday is the worst day to head home. But no matter the day, you might hit less traffic if you leave before 10 a.m. or after 7 p.m. The worst time to drive is between 2 and 6 the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, 2.
So Wednesday, between 2 and 6, that is the worst.
Which is perfect because we get to drive down to Springfield at that time.
You'll hit 11% more traffic than normal on the road then. But one piece of good news from the report.
44 sucks too, man.
Gas might be a little cheaper this time. The national average last Thanksgiving was $3.58. It's currently around $3.35 and trending down. The average price in Missouri, $2.98 a gallon. St. Louis County, $3.13. The city, it's $3.15. St. Charles County, $2.94. Jefferson County, $3.04. Average gas price in Illinois, $3.54. Madison County, $3.38. And St. Clair County, $3.57. Is anybody traveling at all?
Not this.
Well, so Scott's going to Springfield?
Yep. Going down there.
When are you leaving?
Wednesday.
At 2 o'clock, from 2 to 6.
No, we're leaving it right at, it'll be about 5 o'clock-ish.
Ooh.
Yep, it's right in the heart.
Well, why don't you wait till after 6? Why don't you wait till 6?
Because he wants to see the
I
road
guess we
in
could.
slow motion.
Yeah. I can wait till 6.
Wait till 6 and go.
You know, we'll start at 5. We'll stop at Wally's for a while, hang out, and then we'll go.
Well, there's now a Buc-ee's opening up, I think, at the beginning of December.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till December to go.
Okay, so
Yeah, you
wait
should go
till
December.
December, then that'll be less traffic. Okay.
So Buc-ee's, it's going to be on 44.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
just
right.
before Springfield,
Yeah,
right?
east of Springfield there.
Has anybody been to a Buc-ee's? It's just like
No.
Wally's, right?
Not really
Yeah,
sure.
they're supposed to be bigger, though, I think.
It's the same thing. It's a
Kind
big
of
the
gas
one by
station.
kind of
Chicago.
the OG, right?
There's a Wally's by Chicago. I don't think there's a Buc-ee's in Illinois.
Oh wait, I've been to a
Pontiac.
Buc-ee's. Where are they at?
I think they're more down south.
Yeah, they're in Texas, Oklahoma, I believe. They're
There's
all over
one
the
closer
south.
than that though, because I've been to it.
And there might be one in Ohio. Indiana, I think, may have one. Something like that. Or
Now, if
Kentucky.
you are, if you're flying, there has been, it's been a lot of incidences on planes, right? But how about the airlines? How about the airlines themselves? They lost your luggage last week. They lost a guitar. And a pedal board.
And whole pedal board.
So complaints against airlines were up 88% in the first 3 months of this year.
Well, complaints against airlines.
Complaints against airlines were up 88% in the first 3 months of this year.
You have a list of
compared
complaints?
to last year.
I bet you a lot of it is canceled flights, pushed flights, delayed flights, all that stuff. That's
I
all
don't-
I've been experiencing.
I don't have the list. They didn't break it down.
Huh.
There were nearly 25,000 complaints made between January and the end of March. So again, that's up 88%.
Did I forget to tell you that when they delayed my first flight when I was standing there was a bunch of people there trying to go to Cabo. They were all like, St. Louis style. Like they were ready, man.
Yeah.
Their Cardinals hats and their bags. And they're like, oh, Cabo, here we come. What you mean? Our flight was delayed. We're not going to make our connection? Wait. And this gal basically just calmly for 20 minutes, listened to them bitch and figure out what to do. And then she just went, yeah, so we can pay for your hotel for tonight, but you're not getting there till tomorrow.
Oh,
and they were
that's a bummer. So they said there are so many complaints about the airlines. Like so many complaints coming in that the transportation department cannot handle all the complaints.
Hey, people in the chat continually, every time we talk about them losing my guitars, tell me to put air tags in my luggage. Guys, I'm not losing them. I'm not setting them down and forgetting where they are. The airline's losing them. I don't care where they are. I don't have them in time for the show. That's the
but you'd still want to know, like you have an expensive guitar.
Right. And most of the time I get them back, and I do have air tags in a lot of this stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, when the airline delays something and then sends my guitars to different countries or something.
Well, that's the inconvenience part. That sucks. But still, though, they could lose them and they don't know where they are. I mean, that happens too.
Yeah, I've only had that happen once. It was with a bag. Thankfully, it wasn't with a guitar. They always end up coming back a couple weeks later or something. But
yeah, I mean, they could say, I don't know where it is. And you go, well, according to my air tag, it's in Florida when it should be in California.
So my biggest thing that I've been seeing is complaints with baggage fees and how they're $40 instead of $30 or $50 instead of $40, that they're slowly going up. I think Southwest now is going to start charging for specialty items. Like this is just a rumor I heard for like golf clubs, guitars, gun cases, any sort of specialty items, they're going to start charging. And the other one is all the delayed flights and all that. I bet you that plays a huge part in these complaints, because I've actually had nothing but great experiences with staff recently. The staffs for all these airlines are killing it. They're doing great, I think. You fly a lot too. I mean, have you felt any weirdness?
Just every flight I've been on this past year or 2 years has been delayed. Nothing's ever been on time.
Yeah, I think that's the complaints. The 88% rise has got to be that. It's got to be something with delays and cancellations.
But 88% complaints. Did you guys hear about this gospel singer that was told to kindly shut the hell up on the plane?
No.
Oh, no.
So there's a gospel singer named Bobby Storm. She's facing some social media backlash. She posted a video accusing Delta Airlines of being in the wrong when she announced to passengers that she was going to sing. So she is going to sing. She was just nominated for a Grammy, and she's going to give a gift to the plane.
Oh, awesome.
And they're like, no.
That's okay.
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
No time.
No, thank you.
I can't turn my earbuds up any louder.
So listen as the flight leader here kindly asks her several times to take a seat and be quiet. So she's resistant and intent on singing for the people around her. Remember, gospel singer. The people need this. No, they don't. They don't need this.
Seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance.
Have a seat.
I am. I'm gonna have a seat. So I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys. My name is Bobby Storm. I sing for the Lord, and my song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget 'Em. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane, but I haven't done this in a while, so...
Oh, God, please.
This is already too much.
It's already too much.
This is already too much.
No, this is great. A Grammy nominated.
It's already too much.
What a gift.
My album's out now, so this is basically her promoting herself.
Yeah, give me a gift.
What
give me a
was her
CD.
name again?
Bobby Storm.
Bobby Storm.
Bobbi. Bobby Storm.
Do it when I first got on the plane, but I haven't done this in a while, so...
Are you able to be quiet?
But they're enjoying it. So while we're sitting here, could I please...
I'm not enjoying it. So I'm asking you, can you be quiet?
Okay, well, I find that up.
I say yes or no and answer it, please.
Am I going to go to jail if I don't?
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right
And this is the flight crew.
Willing and able to be quiet.
This is the flight crew.
Dude, I
and
love
this
it.
dude is being as nice as possible.
He's so used to
So
doing the
professional.
emergency exit. You know, like you are sitting in an emergency exit. In the case of an emergency, I may be required to ask you of your help. Are you willing and able to help in the case of an emergency?
I need a visual confirmation from you that
Yeah.
you're able to be quiet.
It's so great, dude.
There's acknowledge.
He's using the airline spiel to tell her to
Yeah.
shut up.
If it were me, she'd already be off the flight.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Awful.
I've had enough.
She's already be, and there's more.
Can you please answer my question? Are you willing and able to be quiet right now?
I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no. I'm your flight leader. I need you to follow my instruction.
Okay.
My instruction for you to answer my question. Are you able to be quiet?
What do you guys think?
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys.
You guys, shut up!
Please just don't.
What do you guys think? Somebody in the back's like, oh, happy day. Whoopi, are you on this flight? Oh, happy day.
I'm asking you, ma'am.
I'm asking you guys.
If you're not able to follow my instruction, you will not be taking this flight.
Okay.
Are you
that's
able
what I
to be
was asking.
quiet?
If that's the case, then that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
She was nice about it, I guess.
So I'm singing on the low for y'all in the back.
I'm going to be singing it in the back.
So she posts this video up on her social media, expecting people to go,
I can't
how
believe
dare you, Delta?
Delta
Right.
did that to you.
How dare Delta deny you? Grammy-nominated gospel singer Bobby Storm.
We don't need America's Got Talent on our flights. We don't need a magician, a singer. We don't need anybody.
The comments were not what she expected. It did not go the way Bobby Storm expected.
Man. It's too bad he didn't suggest it. Ma'am, why don't you go back into the tail bathroom, the tail of the plane bathroom, and put your face down by the bowl and start singing
And
hit the little blue flush button
And we seal you in there.
and let it go to the people below in Kentucky.
Do you think they would stop, though, that someone more famous that would offer to sing up a song with the yodeling kid from Walmart? If he did this, would they stop him?
Yeah, that's
a good point.
Scott.
They would have said yes.
Actually, is there a singer, if you were on the same flight as somebody you love, and they're like, you know what, we're having a rough time? Like Whitney Houston is back from the dead, and she's like, I'm going to sing for you all while we're waiting. We would have a different take on this.
It would be different. It would be. If Whitney Houston was, if that was Whitney Houston.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, but Whitney Houston wouldn't.
Reba
have to announce.
McEntire is on your flight, right?
Yes, I would want that. But I don't think Reba McEntire would be like, hey, y'all, I'm Reba McEntire. I'm a
redhead.
thrice CMA award winner, and I just got a new song and a new sitcom coming out, and I'd like to sing you a song called I'm a Survivor right now.
Shut up!
Yeah, exactly. But it would be weird.
It would be weird.
It's weird
Although,
when if someone, because here's the thing, if Reba was on the plane, she wouldn't have to, people would ask her to sing. She wouldn't have to announce it herself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's say it's Dolly Parton.
People would want that.
What she did was she chose the wrong airline because Southwest, some of the people that are doing the overhead, announcements
Yeah.
are singing it into the microphone,
She probably
into
could
the
have
phone.
asked
This would be like me getting on a plane.
Yeah, but that's all part of buying a
Yeah,
Southwest
it's
ticket.
their shtick. But I'm just saying, she could have pulled this off.
Well, people said
Maybe.
the comments were, "You are a narcissist and you're entitled. Sit the hell down."
Yeah.
Yeah, she should fly Southwest. Try the trick there. See how it goes. And if you want to give a gift, hand me a cassette tape or a CD.
No, I can just
She
put
needs
on
to fly like Frontier or
Spirit.
Spirit because there's no
rules.
frills either. So people will be like, yeah, I mean, there's no
Some kind of
TV, there's no
entertainment.
music, there's no snacks. At least it's entertainment. Yeah, go for it, lady.
There's no flight leader to tell you to stop.
Yeah.
They'd still charge you for hearing
Shit,
it.
yeah, they charge her $20 a song.
Yeah, and you can't listen. You
And
can't
divvy it up to the
compare-
listeners.
You can't compare like a legend like Reba or Whitney Houston
Yeah.
to Bobby Storm.
Well, also,
I'm just saying.
yeah. Yes, there's probably some pushback because she's unknown and announced it. But I mean, this would be like me getting on a plane and being like, hey, guys.
I'm Rafe Williams.
Rafe Williams, I'm actually doing the weekend at the Chuckle Hut out here in Raleigh. But you guys are about to get a sneak peek for free because,
How about a tight 10?
yeah, and I just grab the phone and be like, so anyway, my girlfriend's been pissing me off. Am I right? People would be like, shut up.
Well, it's also the way. Just listen to the beginning. It's also the way she does it. It is very narcissistic the way she announces.
Well, she
herself.
even says in the middle of it, I planned on doing this right when we got in here. I mean, like, this is her thing.
Listen to this.
Seatbelt signs off. It's not a disturbance.
Have a seat.
I am. You can have a seat. So I just found out I'm up for 2 Grammys. My very first time, you guys. My name is Bobby Storm. I sing for the Lord, and my song is out on all platforms. It's called We Can't Forget 'Em. I want to share this with you guys. I wanted to do it when I first got on the plane, but I haven't done this in a while, so...
Are you able to be quiet?
Okay. She says that Delta has apologized to her.
Get the out of here.
And I'm calling BS on that.
Hey, man, 1.5 million views in 1 month
For Baba Storm?
on her song, yeah.
Okay, well, good for her.
Yeah.
This is her.
Baba Storm. Singing for the Lord.
I'm sure she's good. I mean, she's up for Grammys.
Yeah, and I just checked out her website. She has merch there, but I noticed her shirts are a little plain.
You get the hell out of here.
Please, God. That's enough.
Dude,
That's enough.
You and your dad jokes. You get out of here.
That was a King Scott
That's enough
three-pointer.
Dear Delta, United, and every other major airline, please make a mistake like this and need to buy, some tickets for spring break. An airline in China called China Southern had to scramble last week after they accidentally started selling plane tickets for $1.37.
Nice.
Whoa.
So there was a glitch in their app that extended to several ticket booking platforms as well. Tickets were priced between $1.37 and $4.12.
Who pays for that goof?
And a bunch of people scooped them up. Like, it's not exactly clear how many tickets were sold at that price, but word quickly started to spread, and they didn't fix the glitch for 2 hours.
Tickets have gotten so goofy. There are so many different apps and sites that are scoping for this stuff and selling that information to a database of subscribers that, like, I bet you this was blasted out within 30 minutes.
2 hours. It was like, so it's more than like a handful of tickets. So the same type of thing happened to an airline in Japan in April, and all those tickets got canceled. So you'd think the same thing would happen this time, but no. China Southern put out a statement saying all tickets are valid.
Wow.
That's cool,
Rafe and I
man.
both. You do that, Scott's cheap flights too,
Yep.
right? Yeah. Rafe and I both like subscribe to this site, this dude that does that kind of thing. It just scours for cheap tickets and says, "Oh, hey, ding ding, you got a Las Vegas ticket here that's available for $38."
Well, doesn't like Travelocity do that, or is it? What's the difference?
This guy does all the flights where he'll be like, hey, if you January 8th to 12th flights to Iceland are $180 round trip on this airline. Especially if you have like loose travel dates,
yeah.
it'll be like wild stuff. A lot of times it's glitches, or it'll be just like them trying to fill a plane out.
But what's the difference between that and doesn't Travelocity do the same thing?
You can kind of do it on.
And
I think it's because Travelocity and all those
Kayak is another one.
they all have deals. They all have deals. So they're not there to hunt for the best thing for the consumer necessarily. They're there to, sort of connect the consumer to the best thing that is being offered from the airlines.
So this Scott's Travel is independent from all the...
I believe so. I'm sure they've partnered in some way now. But when it first started, it was like the holy smokes, $49 to Iceland
Yeah.
if you want to go in January.
I think what he essentially is doing is getting on Google Flights, spending all day looking at every endpoint airport. Because you put in your airport, and they'll like St. Louis. What are you willing to fly out of? St. Louis, Chicago, whatever. He's basically doing a lot of legwork for you for like $30 a year.
Yeah, I think that's how it started.
It'll be like flights from St. Louis to Amsterdam for $88 on these dates.
You know what I have noticed recently is there's a lot of backlash now with reclining your seat. There's been a lot of videos out there with people complaining about seat recliners.
People don't know what are you talking
silly.
about.
And you know what?
They hardly recline.
They do hardly recline. But I'm starting to kind of see an argument with just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. They are packing those seats onto the plane so much now.
Yeah, my seat is smaller than ever.
I have definitely noticed less leg room over the past couple of years.
Oh, dude, smaller than ever.
And when somebody does recline, it really is starting to affect the way I am.
But how so? Like, this is the only space that you don't need. And I just need 1.5 inches. And it's only going back 1.5 inches.
Yeah, barely.
And you also.
Yeah, but if I have my tray table down, let's say I'm on a computer, now that thing is up on my chest.
Not necessarily.
Maybe I'm also expanding too, by the way. Let's not
overlook
that.
Here's the thing. All the chairs, they all go back. Let's all lean back. Now we're all in the exact same amount of space. We're
But
creating
I may not
and
want to
taking.
recline.
I'm just saying, we're all taking the same amount of space, and now we're at a slightly more comfortable
Now
angle.
you're assuming that
How can you
you're
bitch about
assuming
this?
that everyone is now reclining.
Yes, as you should.
Everybody should immediately
Yes.
recline.
If I shouldn't, then you should. Don't
I'm
you
not
tell me.
listen, I'm not there
Don't
yet.
You no,
I'm not there yet.
Absolutely, you are
But I'm starting to see the argument.
crazy. Crazy.
Like there was a whole incident a couple weeks ago with two people getting crazy on each other. You know, the woman is like, my seat reclines. I paid for the seat. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, I got no room as it is. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
I'm a Grammy-nominated recliner.
I'm going to recline for you all right now.
I'm going to recline for everybody right now, ma'am.
I planned on reclining as soon as I got in here, but it prevented me to do
Listen,
it.
around a third of people think it's inconsiderate and unacceptable.
What?
They're
Yeah.
not bright.
Yeah, all right. So is this acceptable? Personal grooming, cutting your nails, painting your nails, trimming your beard in your seat.
Keep it in your zone.
I
don't care.
manscape.
You do your thing. You can take a shower over there. I
Depends
don't
on
care.
how long the flight is, though. You got to wash your
You
face
better
and
not be
stuff.
cutting your nails.
Oh, I am.
Oh.
No,
You
I'm
cut
not.
your nails on an airplane?
No.
Whoa. I was like, wow, that's...
But I'm saying, like, if I have an 18-hour flight somewhere, or
Yeah.
however long it takes, what is, like, the longest flight?
I've taken
out
something that was 16... Was that 16?
I think it was 16 from LA to Sydney.
No. We did something on the East Coast.
New
So
York City
Australia.
to Singapore is 18 and a half hours.
Okay.
I feel the need to cut my nails.
Got to wash your face, or...
Did you go to the bathroom for that?
But everybody's
or you
doing
have a hand, you know, like a wet wipe.
Right.
I've done a lot of
It's
flights.
fine.
Usually those
over
flights, they
12
give you like a
hours.
hot towel, man, and it's the bee's knees.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you're going JAL or something, like it's all hot towels every 3 hours.
All right,
It's all-
these are the worst things you could do on a plane. All right, number one is personal grooming. Again, who trims your beard? Who trims a beard in your seat?
Dude.
Spies.
Using
Somebody that
I'm a
needed
little behind in putting my wig on for espionage.
somebody that needed to take off looking like Gandalf and land looking like James Bond.
using your speakerphone is number two. If you need to call somebody when you land, don't put it on speaker.
Oh, Lord.
And if you're watching a movie or listening to music, use headphones. You monster. Unwanted conversation. Close to 40% hate it when the person next to them won't shut up.
Oh, there was a guy next to our. He was one row over, so he wasn't next to me. But he did the phone booth. He had his phone on speaker and set it on his tray table. We hadn't even taken off yet, and he had a full conversation, like a business meeting. And I don't even know what they were talking about, but it was
Who cares?
obnoxiously loud. And all I thought was, this guy's old enough. He was in his 50s, maybe 60s. I thought, wow, what thoughts go through someone's head to do this anywhere in public, much less an airplane?
I had a flight, the opposite of that, kids on an iPad. Or so, it was an iPad with must have had like a Dr. Dre pill somewhere because they were playing like a game at full volume. And that's an annoying sound.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like,
The blips in the knee.
Yeah, it sounds
like
a
the whole
casino.
flight. And I'm like, dude, what? I want to smash this kid's iPad. And I hate to take joy away from a child, but I'm like, can you not get him some headphones or something? Or at least turn it down to a reasonable. It was on full.
Yeah, no, zero
Blast.
volume.
Taking your shoes and socks off, annoying. Talking about reclining a seat. Hogging both armrests.
But if you're in the
Only
middle,
person that should get both armrests is the middle.
Yes.
Is the middle seat. That's it. The middle seat. You are entitled to both the right and left armrest.
I stand by it.
I think that's been settled.
Yep.
That is a conversation, an argument that has been settled.
Huh.
We could argue all day about the reclining of the seats.
That should be reminded upon when they're doing the safety instructions. That should be something that's said.
Absolutely.
What?
tiny little stickers. Tiny little stickers.
Or
That
like
the
a
middle
little
seat
thing.
gets both armrests.
Just that way.
Yeah.
The arrows.
That way nobody has to argue or care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're the middle person and then somebody is crouching on your both armrests, that's awkward, and then you're uncomfortable. And then-
Although I was flying solo once, and I was in the middle, and I was using both armrests. The man to my right in the aisle seat was a very large guy, and he not so politely took his elbow and pushed mine off the
Oh,
dang.
nice.
armrest.
What you gonna do about it?
I did nothing about it.
Really?
Yeah, I did nothing.
It's kind of weird they haven't figured out because you could lower the middle seat just enough where the folks on the outside could use you as the armrest. And I think that would work nicely.
Don't touch me.
I did nothing, Rafe. Because that day,
Beta.
I was a coward.
Beta.
Beta Rizz.
Did you sing for him?
I'm a Grammy-nominated radio host, and I would like to do a 4-hour talk show for you guys right now.
Yeah.
Buckle up. And enjoy the ride, guys. And then asking somebody to switch seats is also very annoying to people.
I can imagine Rizz standing up and going, I've got 4 Missouri Broadcasters Awards, and here's crap on celebrities.
Yeah, I'd like to read you all these.
You're welcome.
We're going to do Freak of the Week, and you all vote by applause.
You're welcome, Delta.
Here is Abraham Stinkin.
Jason
You're welcome, Delta
Jizringhausen.
Flight 1702 to Cancun.
I just don't. I try to make myself so small on planes. I can't even. I feel guilty because the planes are getting smaller and smaller, and I'm not. And I'm so broad-shouldered that I'm like, man, there's no good seat for me that's going to make the person next to me love their trip.
I believe the man who was next to me had a head tattoo.
Oh, so you were really afraid.
And he, forcefully, there was no, there was no gray area that it was an accident or not.
Sorry, buddy, I'm an A-type.
He, with his elbow, just moved me off.
Is this Steve Austin?
Could have been.
Don't you know the rules?
Could have been Stephen Austin. All right, we got to take a break. But first, all right, today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Hit up hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Fairmont City, Illinois, Anna Rodriguez is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Fairmont City.
Right across.
Yes, right across. I'm trying to
the
think.
racetrack, right?
Right. Well, the racetrack is Madison, but I think
Fairmont's where you go to bet the ponies, baby.
Yeah. Anna is a daily listener of the show and has converted both her 12-year-old and 64-year-old mom to be Rizz Show fanatics. Thank you. She has missed Jeff's presence on the show very much and managed to attend a toast for Jeff last year after losing her own father to cancer back in 2022. Anna appreciates how much it feels like she's sitting in a room with friends when she's listening to the show and enjoys the jokes and especially my sarcasm and personality. Oh, thank you. And also appreciates Lern and Rafe's additions to the show and how they fit in very well with the rest of us.
That's very sweet.
Anna Rodriguez from Fairmont City is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back and crap on celebrities. It is 7:23. Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 44 eastbound at Antire. We also have a right lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 270 northbound just after 55. Your point forecast, sunny, high of 71. Right now it's 40 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Learn what you got for us.
Christmas, Travis's version, where to get your Charlie Brown fix for free. Chris Pine's legs are sexy as hell. And the best TV theme songs, which one is number one?
All right, we got that.
I'm invested in this one.
Good.
Do you already have something in your head on what it should be?
I used to make money in the Army doing 80s or sitcom songs over the wire. For $5, they try to stump me, so I'm very invested in what the best theme songs are.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, rizzshow@1057thepoint.com. All right, we'll talk to Chris Kerber in a little bit. Talk some Blues hockey. Blues are on a 3-game winning streak now. They crushed the Lightning last night. And that's coming off that big win against the Avalanche on Saturday.
Yeah.
Man, it smells good in here.
It
Doesn't it,
smells
fellas?
amazing.
It do.
In another world right now. I'm not even on the radio anymore. I'm in this vat of wings.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I want to welcome to the studio Jeff from Case and Bucks and Imperial and Super Smokers in Eureka, who kind enough to bring us 3 trays of wings.
Yummy.
Damn, dude.
Yummy.
Yummy indeed.
I love this man and his talents.
Nobody's ever said that before, right?
Bull. Bull.
Nobody's ever commended you on your talents, your
Never, not one
culinary
time.
talents.
30 years of marriage, not one time.
Well, so Case and Bucks is down in Imperial.
It is.
Super Smokers, new location
In Eureka.
In Eureka. The old Steak and Shake.
The old Steak and Shake, yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
you're out of the barn there. You're up on the steak.
It was sad. It was sad leaving the barn. People like Moon. We have people that have been going there since they were kids.
Yeah.
That are now adults bringing their kids. And it was tough to leave. We actually, I sent a picture to Terry Black, who I'm friends with, one of the original founders. When I took the menu down, there was, from their first world championship in the late 90s, there was a written, the team name was written on the wall. I'm getting chills talking about it right now. Ron, one of the other founder, he wrote the names of everybody in the team because he wanted everybody to know that it wasn't him, it wasn't Terry, it was the full team that won the world championship.
That's awesome.
Which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So it was tough to leave. I mean, there was Mike Martz signed the wall. Dick Vermeil signed the wall.
That's a legendary location.
It sucked leaving it, but unfortunately, we couldn't keep up with the times there. I couldn't get the full kitchen. I couldn't get French fries. People want French fries.
Yeah.
We've added Cajun to our menu.
Yeah, now it says barbecue and Cajun on the outside.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great location because you can see it from 44.
I severely underestimated the number of accidents that I might have caused by putting it there. There are little people making right-hand turns from the left-hand lane to get off at the Six Flags exit to come back.
Look, is he driving? Is that Super Smokers?
Turn.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. Congratulations
Thank you.
on
I
the
appreciate
success
it.
of that particular location. And you're here for a good reason because you're doing this shop with a cop thing.
It's all about the kids. It's all about the kids.
It's always about the kids. We always say that. Rafe always
That's
says
right.
that.
Right.
Saying my whole life, dude. Even when I was a kid.
Wow. That was so thoughtful.
So explain, Jeff.
So
explain what's going on.
we're huge first responders, supporters, military supporters. Every year since I took over Super Smokers in 2017, we've worked with the folks in Eureka for the Eureka Shop with a Cop program, and then last year when I bought Case and Bucks, we started working with Jeffco Shop with a Cop. And basically, the difference between the two is Eureka stays in Eureka, helps the children in Eureka. It's actually the school system helps them find the families and the children. And then Jeffco, they're shopping for 550 kids.
Wow, that's awesome.
Their partners, Walmart and others, has been fantastic. So we've jumped in every Monday, started this past Monday through December 4th. We will donate 10% of our net sales to each of those programs from each store. So
That's
Eureka
awesome.
going to Eureka.
So I'm going to throw out the official Eagle Call.
Eagle call!
We've activated the Eagle Call.
Chicken call.
I better get.
So
more
now
staff
you
in.
better start buying more wings. Better stock up on the wings.
Hey,
'cause everybody's
Kuna,
coming.
I'm going to be ordering more wings.
Yeah.
So Case and Bucks, 10% of its Monday night sales now through
December
the
4th.
to the Jeffco Shop with a Cop. Super Smokers Eureka, 10% of Monday night sales now through the 4th to Eureka Shop with a Cop. Now, if you didn't know Shop with a Cop, it's an organization that pairs police officers with underprivileged kids to shop for Christmas.
Correct. And I've not had the pleasure of actually going. I think this year I'm actually going to be able to go. But in talking with some of the officers, with some of the folks that put the program on in Eureka and in Jefferson County, the magic is watching them shop. Chuck Mayer, who puts everything together in Eureka, he has told me stories that they give the kids a couple $100 to spend and literally just shopping spree, right? They go to Walmart, you can buy whatever you want. And they end up buying gifts for their parents. They end up buying gifts for their siblings.
Damn it.
It's crazy. Like they're so selfless. They're not in it for themselves. They're going and doing it for other people within their family. So it's a really cool program.
Yeah, my favorite stories every year we got a story like this is somebody tries to rob a store while a Shop with a Cop program is going on inside.
Sucks for them.
Sucks for them.
It takes all kinds.
Because I love every year there's at least, right, for Friday Fails, there's at least one or two of those stories.
Yeah.
And I'm here for them.
I feel like I just want to shop with a cop all the time, to be honest. Just all the time, wherever I'm at.
If you put out the call right now, hey, is there a kindly police officer that'll go food shopping with me right now? I'm sure there'll be
a line outside.
There'll be 18 cop cars in the parking lot ready to take you
go.
food shopping.
Can you do that after I leave? Because I may or may not be one of them.
And
I'm not
that's
sure.
what better time to experiment with the boobies out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I'm going to be
We talked
shopping
about
with
earlier.
my knockers out with a cop.
All I'm going to say is I was listening on the way in, and I was hoping that wouldn't come up.
I'm sorry, Joe.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Lern.
Christmas to everyone.
No, we'll put all the info on the socials if you guys didn't catch it. But I'll say it again. So Case and Bucks down in Imperial, 10% Monday night sales now through the 4th will go to the Jeffco Shop with a Cop, and Super Smokers in Eureka, 10% Monday sales now through the 4th to Eureka Shop.com.
Absolutely. And for your tasting pleasure today, I brought bone-in and boneless wings, case and buck sauce, which we make in-house, and then our Tennessee, which we make in-house. Our chef, Jamie, that works for us, with us, that helps me run both stores, he had this Tennessee thing in his head for years, and we helped perfect it since he's come to work for us. And it's, think Nashville hot, but sticky.
Aren't boneless
it's
wings
really good.
just chicken nuggets?
You know, that's an age-old question. So I'm going to go with no, because chicken nuggets are processed food.
Yeah.
It's processed made. It's pressed chicken.
Okay.
Where we actually take chicken tenderloins and we cut them and then we
There we
batter them
go.
by hand.
Yeah, baby.
And then
There
we
we
make
go.
them.
I'm a man.
There you go.
Talk
I'm out.
slower.
There we go.
Talk slower.
I dropped the mic, but it's attached.
There we go. All right, Jeff, thank you so much, and for what you
Thanks for having us. I
doing for the
appreciate it.
community.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And thank you for the wings. That's the great Jeff Fitter from Case and Bucks and from Super Smokers. And we will tear into these wings right after we get done with Crap on Celebrities.
Very good.
But first, today is November the 15th. Back in the day, 217 years ago, in 1806, explorer Zebulon Pike spotted the Colorado Mountains. They later named one after him. That's Pikes Peak. It's one of the top 25 mountain peaks of the Rockies at an elevation of 14,115 feet. 54 years ago, 1969, Wendy's opened their first restaurant in Columbus, Ohio. Anybody here a Kenny Rogers fan?
We were just talking
This,
about that.
just
look at
all
this
of us.
man.
Just all of us, huh?
Everyone on the planet, you mean?
I mean, come on. Anybody with a brain and an ear.
all
43 years
gamblers
ago in
and
1980, Kenny Rogers had his first #1 hit. Can somebody tell me what that was? Kenny Rogers had his first #1 hit
What year
Danger
was it?
Zone.
on this day
As a
back
solo
in
artist?
1980. Yep, Kenny Rogers.
So it's
Playing with the
Gambler,
boys.
right?
The
Gotta be the
Gambler.
Gambler?
Nope.
Huh?
I don't think the Gambler ever went #1.
He was in.
I said Danger Zone.
No. Kenny Loggins. Thank you.
Sort of upset
Sorry,
somebody.
it is. It's easy to mix them up.
This song was written by Lionel Richie, actually.
Oh, lady.
Lady. Oh, you know it.
You're my...
No, that's not
Oh,
it.
that's Sticks.
Different. In
That's
fact,
Sticks. I'm sorry.
that's a tough argument to get into. Which lady is better? And the answer is Kenny Rogers, but it's very close.
Are you sure?
I love Kenny Rogers. I love Kenny Rogers as an actor. One of my
too.
favorite movies on earth is called Six Pack. You got to
Yeah,
watch it.
it's a great movie.
I've been trying to shove it down Rizz's throat.
Good holiday
forever.
film.
Dude, it's the best. And one of the songs in there is great. But here's my question with Kenny Rogers, because I don't know enough. He didn't really write much, did he?
Well, this particular song, Lionel Richie. You know Kenny Rogers, lady?
He was crooning. He was too busy crooning,
I mean,
dude.
maybe. A lot of that stuff I knew, but when I was a kid, nobody was telling me what was playing, and it was either Kenny Rogers or Alabama.
I'm going to
It all
stop
kinda
you right
sounded the
here.
same to me.
Rafe, he doesn't know Kenny Rogers, lady.
No.
You're the love of my life. You're my learning.
This is getting weird.
You're my Mooney. You're my Scotty. And you're my Scotty Part 2.
Like how the piano.
Man.
The piano's like poltergeist music.
Everybody went from a 6
I
to midnight.
apologize
That's
to anyone
amazing.
out there that doesn't have leather seats in St. Louis who just has to go to the upholstery cleaner later today.
Oh, man.
You mean like this room? Because every one of
There's
us.
been a flood
Wow.
warning. Level 3 flood warning in
Is
St.
Jason
Louis.
Momoa back in
Yeah,
town?
Valley
My
Park.
God.
Diapers over here.
Dude,
Valley
you kidding
Park's
me,
underwater,
man?
guys.
You kidding me? That song comes on. Whew. We were watching some. I got on a Kenny Rogers rabbit hole the other day, and I got to tell you, that guy croons with ease.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do it justice.
We watched
I can't do
yesterday
Kenny justice. I love
Dolly
that you're
Parton
crying.
and Kenny Rogers, Islands in the Stream. It was from some award show.
Yeah.
And Kenny is so cool.
He-
So cool.
he is so
like
cool.
not even it's not like he's not even trying.
No, he he just talks things.
Yeah,
Just-
dude.
And it's not even like it doesn't. It you don't notice if he's in key, out key. Like I mean,
It was
you're just kind
effortless.
of like, wow, he's just.
And is that hairstyle
being
going to
Kenny?
come back some point where it's
Dude.
the coolest hair on the planet that age group had?
Yeah, that part down the middle.
Yeah.
You know what was crazy about him, besides the fact he's a wonderful actor and Six Pack is a good movie and you should watch it, is that he never even, lead singers grip the microphone. Kenny always held it just between two fingers.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
so cool and
Effortless.
He's Bob Barker.
effortless,
in it.
dude. You know when you see somebody singing, you can see like the veins and the tendons in their neck, really going for it.
Yeah.
Never Kenny, dude.
You don't need to.
Didn't need to. It fell out of his throat.
Well, that was great. That was great, Rafe. Congratulations.
We'll see on the playback how good it was. But
No, you did Kenny justice. All right, listen, we got to regroup. We got to take a shower. we'll come back and we'll do crap on celebrities. Jeff, I'm glad you got to witness that.
I don't think I would believe it. If I
Hey,
was
Jeff,
listening
those
to
wings
it
just got hotter, my friend.
Yes, they did.
All right, 7:48 Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We got delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Missouri AB, average speed down to 35 miles an hour. Lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 44 westbound at Murdoch, and a right lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 44 eastbound before Antire Road. Your point forecast, sunny, high of 71. Right now it's 42 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, welcome back to the program.
I can't stop.
Eating the wings?
They're very good.
Did you
Or
see
thinking
what,
about Rafe singing Lady?
No, the wings. Did you see what's left over there?
What's left?
Not much.
One piece of the Tennessee.
Are you kidding?
so
You,
good.
man, you cleared those.
I can't.
Damn.
I can't stop.
So good.
Dude, Rafe even said, he goes, I have never seen our group
Eat that
attack
fast.
food like we have done.
And we get after it.
Yeah, we're
Well, it's
professionals.
wings. I mean,
I know.
Yeah,
I went to get a water and came back in, and there was like one little nuggie left
I think we have sandwiches coming later.
today.
Possible.
man.
I won't
We
be
have
able
a
to fit it.
potluck today, too.
Oh, that's right.
We're
The
getting
company
off.
potluck is today.
Man,
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass on the potluck.
you're not a big potluck guy.
I'm not a big potluck guy. And I love everybody here. It's no offense. It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
No for me, Doug.
But I'm
enough for me,
bringing
dog.
my world famous boiled hot dogs.
I know, Scott. And those, and everybody. I know everybody looks forward to those every year.
Yeah.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog. Mm-mm. You got to make that face that he does. That.
Yeah, nah. I'll go and I'll say hi. That's about it.
I can't stop eating.
You gotta calm down.
I like it. That Tennessee spice is like the perfect amount of spice.
Yummy.
It's like spicy and it's tasty and it's tangy and it's tingly and it's not too much and it makes you want more.
Yeah. What is that? Tennessee what?
He just called it as Tennessee.
So that's what Tennessee tastes like.
I'm into it.
Yeah, kind of. And the original is amazing too because I just started dipping into that and I'm not going to stop there either.
We appreciate the wings. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. And it looks like St. Louis appreciated the singing, Rafe. Somebody said you just laid it down.
Well, thank you.
I'm
whoever
assuming
said that.
that's a good thing.
I think it is. In crooner world, that's a good thing.
Boy, Rafe just laid it down. They said this is what St. Louis needed this morning.
Yeah?
Oh,
Well, as long as I did Kenny justice.
you did.
He was my gateway into performance. I sang The Gambler at the first grade talent show.
Are you
It
serious?
was my first public performance. So Kenny was
First
my
grade.
Kenny was my first taste of the spotlight, and I've been chasing that
Are
dragon
you getting
ever
more?
since.
Look at this guy. He can't help himself.
We're hungry, Rizz. I mean, it smells
Do you
like
not eat
hot
at
wings.
I
home?
accidentally took one bite of one.
not really, honestly.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. Jason and Travis Kelce just released their new Christmas song, Fairy Tale of Philadelphia. Just like Philly is the city of brotherly love, so is this song. Any interest in hearing what this sounds like?
Did you send it to me?
Get over there. Dude.
I'm sending it to you right now in that crap on folder.
Bro, it's beginning to look.
I forgot to put it in there earlier.
Yo, bro, it's beginning to look like Christmas.
Oh, do they talk like bros? I don't think I've ever heard them speak.
They are brothers.
They're muscle guys.
Well, I know they are brothers.
What you mean, like?
That's not
Hey,
right.
bruh. Who's that, bruh?
Tyler's hot.
All right, here we go. Jason and Travis Kelce did that on my way to my cousin's house on Christmas Eve.
This is the second volume of Christmas songs from the Philadelphia Eagles. Last year's was called a Philly Special Christmas.
How fun are they? Man? That's awesome.
Yay, Kelce brothers.
All right.
Chris Pine was spotted wearing a pair of short shorts, and the internet had tons of jokes for him. I saw this. I don't know if you saw the picture of this.
Oh, I saw it.
They are quite short, and honestly, he's got rather feminine-looking gams. The white shorts with a yellow hoodie, pretty short.
It is an odd choice of shorts.
Odd. Yeah.
A little short whiteys.
Yeah.
They look like the shorts from the Nair commercials in the 80s.
He's standing
I
by
wear
it.
short
Who wears
yeah.
short shorts? She wears short
Pine
shorts.
wears short shorts.
It is hilarious to type his name in Google, Chris Pine, and the first thing is shorts.
Well, and he's standing by it, you guys.
Not like any of his roles, or not like he was the captain in Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
Well,
he was
he's-
great in Dungeons and Dragons.
He says, I don't think there's anything to defend. It's called a short, isn't it? It's supposed to be short. He says it's a vibe. It's the best
I mean,
vibe.
I could see his undersack.
He also compares himself to Tom Selleck. He says it's a Tom Selleck vibe, 70s surfer. And he says he's going to keep wearing them until his legs go. So good
He's
luck,
got
everybody.
beautiful
Tom
legs, by
Selleck
the
used to
way.
wear those short Navy SEAL, they're called BDU shorts. and
Bring 'em
they're-
back.
They were short, dude.
I'm okay with it.
Before everybody
Me
starts
too.
crashing on it, here's a picture of Lemmy with the shortest of shorts.
And that looks cool
Oh,
as
that's
hell.
Lemmy though. Lemmy's got like short, like Daisy Dukes.
He just burned him off with his cigarette.
Yeah.
And this thing says, dude is wearing cutoff short shorts, and it somehow makes him look even tougher.
It does.
That's kind of right. Weird.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving doesn't air on ABC anymore, but Apple acquired this back in 2020. But now I guess they're in the holiday spirit to recognize the special's 50th anniversary. Apple TV Plus is now going to allow us non-subscribers to watch it for free this Saturday and Sunday, the 18th and 19th. And there will be a 7-day free trial also available if you want to watch it on Thanksgiving. So they're not giving it to you on Thanksgiving. They're giving it to you a few days before.
No, this is a crack dealer just giving you a little taste.
Yeah.
Listen, I hate to go
It's
back
all
to the
taste.
shorts, but can you learn?
Oh, yeah.
Tip your camera up so they can see this, because everything is fine, and I defend them. I'm like, yes, these rule. You look awesome until you start doing the Beavis voice, and you go, I'm cornholio.
It's a weird look. It's a weird look going on.
It's because it's the hoodie with the hood up
Right.
and the tiny shorts. He looks like a 90s cartoon doing a Beavis impression.
Is he trying to hide with the hood up? Because you're almost drawing more attention.
I think he's trying to stay warm.
To have attention.
He's got so much leg going. I mean, he's probably hypothermic.
Like if he's trying to hide himself, he's instead drawing attention to himself.
No, he's looking right at the camera. This is all. There's something about to happen. They're getting his name out in the news.
Alex Van Halen, David Lee Roth are dragging their feet to honor the late Eddie Van Halen. And
I'll tell you all about it.
Sammy Hagar has announced he will do a Van Halen-centric tour this summer. In fact, it's coming to St. Louis, and it will be the last stop on the tour will be here in St. Louis.
Oh.
He will be joined by Michael Anthony, of course, Jason Bonham from The Circle, along with Joe Satriani from Chickenfoot.
This is a hell of a
Yeah, dude, it's
band.
pretty cool.
It is. I wonder, though, what Alex and Wolfie are going to say, because I think that I think Alex Van Halen and Wolfgang Van Halen, for Sammy to go, I'm going to do the Van Halen tribute, is kind of like a dick move. Like, I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the opportunity has been out there and even spoken about multiple times, and those other personalities that you mentioned said they're not interested. Sammy is.
Well, they're not ready.
Okay.
They're interested. Like, the family's interested. They just like, we want to give it some time.
Wolfie's got his own thing going on. He's not going to be. I don't think he'd be
I hope
bummed
that their
about this.
blessings
I heard
were
him,
involved.
Wolfgang Van
in it.
Halen, interviewed last week. And do you know there's a Van Halen record that is not available on streaming because David Lee Roth won't allow it?
I believe it.
It's one of their later records that David Lee Roth.
A Different Kind of Truth?
Yeah, that's it. Not.
It's terrible record, so I stand
David
by
Lee
it.
Roth is like, nope. And basically he says that, and he called him the man with 3 initials. He didn't want to say his name.
Hell yeah.
He's
like
basically the holdup on everything.
It's not a great record. You're not missing it.
Well, he says David Lee Roth is basically the holdup on everything Van Halen.
Well, there you go. But honestly, like, if you gave me the choice of seeing David Lee Roth and Alex Van Halen and Wolfie Van Halen do a tribute to Van Halen over
you're taking that.
what this Michael Anthony, and I'm going to get a lot of heat because it's St. Louis, Jason Bonham and Sammy Hagar, I'm going to the David Lee Roth version of that Van Halen tribute.
What band
you
is
know
going to
what?
sound better?
I'm not.
The Sammy version.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to see the better band
But
with the easier personalities that have been delivering just solid. They may not get the accolades and your soundboard and your guys' praise and all that, but that's a better band.
What if they
I'm
have-
all about this. I would love this.
If they had touring guitarists that were also of a high, Joe Satriani level, coming with David Lee Roth and the remaining members of Van Halen family, I'm going to that show. And
Throw Hot Boy Frank in there. We'll throw Frankie in
oh my
there.
God, Frank Sidoris, yes, that'd be amazing.
We're good. I'm with her. We'll be at that concert. You guys can go listen to your better band all you want. because I want to hear the real Van Halen.
Cool, and you will
How
in 22 years when it's a money grab.
That might be true.
Loverboy will be opening up for the Sammy Fest on August 31st.
At Lumiere Casino.
I thought we're all going to go as a show. I guess not.
Oh, we'll go to both, and we'll judge.
No, you're out and you're out.
What?
For what?
Scott,
I'm in.
Moon.
Yeah, baby.
The guy
What-
didn't even
what-
say where he's going. You're just
Oh,
Oh
taking
no,
him.
I'm going Hagar. I mean, come on. We kind of look similar. I got to go Hagar. All
You're
the
a
way.
Red Rocker?
He's
I'm not
happy,
gonna
man.
hate
That's a
on
happy
Hagar.
guy. Cabo.
You can't
Come on,
hate
let's
on the
do
guy.
it.
The guy saved the band.
I'm not. Look. Yes.
You might as well jump.
The Van Hagar
He
era
kept the
is
band afloat.
amazing.
He saved the band.
Yeah. It's just
He
too
saved
good.
it.
All my
Not only kept it afloat, but like actually elevated it. They made. There was a meal, and he was the chef that created all the sides and
Oh,
the.
no,
think
he was
about
the
being a
fortune
kid.
cookie at the end.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's
Yeah.
taking away.
Some people eat
So
it.
think about us being kids. We watched MTV. He's all I knew forever of that group. I didn't realize
Sure.
there's some other folks, you know?
Well, this
They
is
were
interesting
missing.
because Joe Satriani was in talks with Alex Van Halen and David Lee Roth about a possible Van Halen
Yeah.
tour, and it never happened.
So Alex did want to do it because I would love to see Alex.
yeah, man, that's what I'm talking
Alex is a
about.
key component that I would like to see. The rest of them,
See, you're coming over to our show then.
No, I'm with you. I understand the argument, but the DLR Wolfie thing is like, no thanks. Like if they have their own things and they clearly like want to have everything their way and at their time, and I respect that and that's fine. But like, don't hold Hagar and all this other stuff back.
What day of the week are they coming?
August 31st. What is that of 2024?
Let's see here.
It's probably a Sunday.
I will say, though, I think the Hagar thing's also a money grab. I don't think Sammy's unaware that this will be a high-selling tour.
That's a Saturday night.
Yes, it is.
I don't think it's a money grab.
But I mean, I think money is a motivator. Money grab might be.
Well, money's always
a motivator.
It's always a motivator. I'm not taking that.
Saying that.
Next.
I don't think he was sitting around like, I got to honor Van Halen, man.
I
do
think
it for free.
I think Sammy's okay in the money department, by the way.
Me too.
Hey, speaking of okay in the money department, Andre 3000 is dropping his first solo album on Friday. It's called New Blue Sun. It's 87 minutes of experimental instrumental music.
When somebody says experimental, I'm out.
Well, and you're going to be out.
Depends on who it is, though. Andre 3000.
I'm
I
out.
bet you that's
No,
dope.
It's,
Let me
I bet
tell
you
you.
it's hot garbage.
You both are out because
Experimental.
this thing is going to be 87 minutes. There will be no bars, no beats, and no vocals. And
Dude.
he is also saying that on the cover. He essentially is saying, like, this is not going to be what you expect it to be, so prepare to be disappointed.
This is Andre doing Bjork.
This is him doing flute.
Andre 3000 playing the flute for 87 minutes.
All right, I'm in.
Experimental.
Maybe it's
no
totally
thanks.
crap, but that double
Does it
record that
prove
did
you?
so well, that was
Oh,
an
speaker box and Love Below?
that was an experimental
So
record
good.
essentially.
But it was
I
still
mean,
an Outcast record.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, you know, retro in hindsight, we're like, that was brilliant and blah, blah, blah. But like when that was in the works and people were hearing about what they were going for or what he was going for or what they were disagreeing on, that was a pretty experimental
Yeah,
thing.
but-
That was a hell of an experiment.
But with all due respect, they were releasing singles prior to that coming out, so you knew you were going to get Hey and I Like the Way You Move and Roses. So they said it was experimental after all those things started coming out. This is Andre 3000 surprise is dropping a record in 2 days that's experimental with no vocals and a pan flute.
I'm not talking about saying experimental. Like, that was experimental. Again, in hindsight, it all looks like hits because they're hits. But before that stuff came out, like, I mean, think about that. Outkast is going to do a song that goes, I like the way you move, like disco. A lot of people are going to be like, this is going to suck.
They did use words. They're really real experimental when he's removing words.
and bars.
And they did
If
it.
you're a rapper,
And beats.
that's literally what you do.
When
This is a flute record.
we played with them or sat with them. They played and we presented at the Asian VMAs, and they had the big band. That was when they were doing big band again. Like,
Yeah.
it all
be
looks
awesome.
great in hindsight. Like we think that we know
It's
that
not-
would have been
It's probably
great.
not going to be, though.
I'm just saying.
It may be awesome.
Keep your
It's
heart,
not going to be.
Stacks.
That dude's
Keep your
dope.
heart.
That
Now,
dude's dope.
87 minutes of flute.
Speaking of 87
That is
minutes
dope.
of flute, Slipknot
Good
fans
segue.
have been speculating online that the band has already chosen Jay Weinberg's replacement as a band drummer. People are speculating that Jeremy Kling, who just quit the extreme metal band Venom Inc., formerly Venom from the 70s, could be the new drummer of Slipknot. So we'll just have to kind of
Wait,
wait
what's
and
his
see. His name is Jeremy Kling.
And he's from the 70s?
No. He's young.
He's in the new version of Venom.
Venom was a black metal band.
You're from the 60s, aren't you?
And he's from the 70s, eh?
I'm just saying, like,
We're from the 70s, dude.
I thought you were saying they dropped somebody for like an older feller, and that
be
didn't
kinda
make no
interesting.
sense.
No, Venom, it was an old.
like thrash metal.
Yeah.
One of those like Bathory.
I thought it was going to be Lars Ulrich.
Oh, bummer.
Well, maybe. Wearing a mask.
Hey, and finally, time to trash a list. TV shows from the 1970s. Okay, so this is a
Speaking of the 70s.
Speaking of the 70s, 1970 theme songs for TV shows. What is the number one song from that era?
TV theme songs.
All-encompassing TV?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we know the first one.
Do we?
I do.
I think so.
I have to.
Go for it.
Making Dreams Come True or whatever it's called from Laverne and Shirley.
Oh,
Laverne and Shirley is number 7 on the list.
I would say MASH,
Yeah,
Suicide
MASH
is Painless is probably number 1. Or
Not
three.
top
No,
10.
that didn't even make the top 10.
I
I have
know.
at the top
Is it
10.
I know.
sitcom?
Brady Bunch.
These are just TV shows.
Was it Brady Bunch 70s or 60s?
Gilligan's Island.
That was 60s, right?
60s.
Gilligan's
60s.
Island, not top 10.
Good times.
Brady Bunch?
No.
Oh, Happy Days.
Number 4, Happy Days.
Happy Days. Here we go.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days.
Thank you.
What about
Love Boat.
Love Boat is number 6.
Do you guys remember the Love Boat?
Was Laverne and Shirley
The
was
Love
6?
Oh, man, they don't make theme songs like they used to.
what about Three's Company?
Three's
that's gotta be on
Company is not in the top
Charlie's
10.
Angels.
What?
That was number 11, so it almost got there.
Okay.
What about Moving On Up?
Jefferson.
Jefferson's number 9.
Nice. That's a great song.
Do all these theme songs have words? Dude, that girl.
Sherman Hemsley.
What was the Mary Tyler Moore music?
Mary Tyler Moore.
Number 2.
None?
That's number 2.
Dukes of Hazzard.
That's the 80s, I
Dukes
think.
of Hazzard was on the top 20 at number 15.
Oh,
should be number
that's erroneous.
Did somebody say Three's Company?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
11. Came in at 11.
11,
dude.
all right. How about this one?
That I know of.
You want to do the top 3?
So Sanford and Son was number 7.
Hit.
Are there horns involved?
Number 9 was the Jeffersons. Number 8, Partridge Family.
I don't know that.
Let's see, Partridge
I
Family.
wasn't interested in birds.
They had a fun
fine.
intro to
Here we go,
theirs.
Partridge Family.
Oh, yeah, this sounds like Beatles in the drug era.
That's what they were kind of going.
Oh, hello, we're the letter people.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
Oh,
very,
really?
very peripheral.
Don't
So,
they
number
sing it
one's
like
the
the
Monkees?
characters sing it?
Yeah, they're a musical family in the show.
They're touring.
Oh,
Like
really?
a touring family. The mom
I
drives the
never knew
bus.
It's
I
awesome.
never knew
That's
that.
Danny Bonaducci. That's how he started. He was the drummer, little redheaded drummer.
I don't
Going to
think I've seen
number
the second one.
5, Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
John Sebastian.
Waiting for Randy Newman to take the mic. Well,
Close.
we got a guy named...
Watched an episode of that. the
Number
other
4, we did Happy Days. Number 3, Different Strokes.
day. I don't think it was nothing. but
They
the
got
cheese.
nothing but the cheese?
By the way, that song co-written by Alan Thicke.
No
Oh, wow.
way. Who also wrote one of the greatest themes of the 80s.
Facts
Yeah,
of
if it was
Life.
the 80s.
No, Growing Pains.
He also wrote Facts of Life.
Did he really? That Growing
Bro.
Pains intro rips.
It might be the best theme song of all time.
The Growing Pains one?
Growing Pains one.
Rips.
But it's not a 70s one. I wonder if that straddled the line. What was the other one? You just said?
Facts of Life.
Did Facts of Life straddle the 70s? 'Cause that should
It's
be
not-
on here if it
it's
did.
It's not top 20.
Not top 20.
It didn't then.
What about...
Or no, I'm sorry, it's 12. What am I talking about? Number 12.
Oh, Facts of Life?
Yes.
I have that on my
dude.
list.
79 to
Yeah,
88.
you're right. Here
What was
it
it? What was the Michael J. Fox one? Was that Family
Family
Ties?
Ties.
That was 80.
There's a place you gotta go for learning all you want to know about the facts of life.
The facts of life.
When your books are what you're there about, but
This is Garrett.
care about. The time is right to learn the facts of life.
then the number one,
Yeah,
a lot
I'm
of
not
people in the
sold.
chat are guessing WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, that is
What about
rips. I
Cheers?
can't believe that wasn't. Cheers
Cheers
is
is
80s.
80s.
It was 80s? Okay.
Here's KRP.
Weather today in the greater Cincinnati area.
They're solid plastic, so don't settle for imitation.
Oh, just get on with the song.
It's part.
I know it's part of the
Senator, while
intro.
insisting he was not intoxicated, could not explain his nudity.
What?
Wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, WKRP.
No thanks.
Oh,
That's your
rips.
crap.
Give me this one. Give me this one.
And honestly,
That smile again.
do me that smile.
Don't waste another.
Hey, now you're crying.
We're nowhere near the end.
This is it.
That's great.
Oh, come on, everybody. Here we go. As long as we got each other, we have each other.
Baby, you and me.
Gotta be the luckiest dreamers who ever been dreaming.
God, dude, this song is so good, dude.
You know that it's the same as "Believe It or Not, I'm Walking on Air."
yeah, there was a
the same
golden
thing.
age to theme songs.
But that's the same song.
As long as we got each
I wonder if Alan Thicke did them both.
Man.
Believe it or not, Judge isn't home.
Celebrity celebrating your birthday today. Shailene Woodley is 32. B.O.B. is 35. Winston Duke from the Black Panther movies is 37. Asia Kate Dillon from Billions and Orange is the New Black is 39. Sophia Di Martino, Sylvia on Loki, is 40. Chad Kroger from Nickelback is 49. Johnny Lee Miller, Sherlock Holmes in Elementary, and John Major in The Crown is 51. Kevin Eubanks is 66. Beverly D'Angelo.
Ellen Griswold.
A lot of people our age say that the first boobs they ever saw were the European Vacation.
Yeah. She also has, I think, a couple kids with Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beverly D'Angelo is 72. Annie Frieda Lingstad, that is the Burnett ABBA singer, is 78. Sam Watterson from Law & Order is 83. And Petula Clark.
Oh, Downtown.
Downtown, 1964's giant hit, is 91 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Candy Hill. And today's birthday girl has been in 204 fine films, including Anal Inspection Service 1, Anal Warfare 15, Ass Traffic, Booty Duty 7, El Nino's Revenge. She was in Jiggly Queens 4, Office Sluts 1, Rectal Rooters, White Trash Whore 5, and Who Can Forget a Role in 2005's Fudge at the Bottom. Candy Hill is 61 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays. And that was your crap on celebrities. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Kerber.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How are you today?
Chris, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Just got up early. Had to wake the neighbors up with the lawnmower, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But when you're about to go for an 8-day road trip and the leaves are falling, better to take care of some of it now.
Yeah, you're about to head out to the West Coast. You're back the day before. Boy, are you coming back Thanksgiving morning?
Yeah, Will lands about 3 or 4 in the morning, Thanksgiving morning. So I'll get straight to the house. I'll prep the turkey, get it in the oven, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay, so we got Thanksgiving a week from tomorrow, which is crazy to think. So the debate begins, and I want your thoughts on this, Chris.
All right.
Is it a badge of honor to say you made everything at Thanksgiving from scratch, or is it okay to get stuff from other places, pre-made?
Okay, that's a fantastic question. Is it a badge of honor? I think you value what other people think too much if you feel that way.
Okay.
If it's easier for you and you have the resources to make your life easy and still have a great day with family and friends, do what you got to do, because that's what that day's about.
Okay, because I'm buying the turkey. We have about 10 family members coming in from out of town. I bought the turkey. Okay, I bought the turkey
Gotcha,
already,
yeah.
like it's being smoked. Like that is going to be taken care of. Somebody said to me, "Well, then you're not really making Thanksgiving dinner." I go, "You can go to hell, first of all."
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm making the stuff, and I'll do the mashed potatoes and some of the other side dishes. But the turkey, notoriously at places, sucks.
Yeah.
It's dry. It's, whatever. I'm getting a smoked turkey. Everybody's going to enjoy it. Everybody's going to love it. And it takes up so much room.
Okay, so I was talking to Joey O'Brien coming home from the hockey game last night. He and his brother Jim own O.B. Clark's, and then they opened up OBQs down there in the valley.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I didn't know that was the same people. That's attached to the gas station. Attached to the gas station on Edison.
Yeah, they got a little restaurant in there, and they do a great job with it. But I was talking to him, and he's like, "Ooh, look, if you need me to smoke a turkey, you let me know." And I'm going, dude, I'm thinking about this long and hard for the first couple of days of this road trip. There
ain't no shame in that game.
No, but here's the thing. I know I've got a good turkey recipe. It takes me about an hour to prep it and get everything ready. You stick it in the oven, and then so long as you just squirt the turkey every now and then, it actually comes up. And this comes from a guy that I think chicken and turkey is probably, if it's not the most boring food on the planet, I don't know what is. So if I even can kind of enjoy somewhat this turkey, I figure, okay, it's worth an hour of my time.
That's what I'm saying. Let's be honest. Trust tree, everybody.
Okay.
Turkey is a little overrated.
Yeah, hell
if it's done right, it's not overrated.
That's why I'm getting it smoked.
That's the
way to do it.
That's why
it's all about the sides on Thanksgiving.
That's why I get it from Super Smokers, because they'll always do it better than I can.
There you go. I mean, that's what I'm saying. My mom at one point in time, now I'm the second oldest of 9 kids, and I don't know what. I still, I don't know how to equate this, and she passed 30 years ago, so I can't really ask the question unless anybody knows how to communicate with the dead. But like one year, she decided, I don't want to make a turkey, and it's too much work. So she made 9 Cornish hens, and I'm like, wait a minute, those are like little turkeys, and now you just make. It's like I don't want to make hamburgers, but you make sliders.
Okay, but I bet you those Cornish hens were terrific.
I think they were. I don't remember.
Yeah, because
I'm going to go with it just because I don't want her coming after me.
The bigger the turkeys, the drier they are. Like honestly, the harder it is to cook. Everything dries out. They say like if you talk to like a professional chef, they say instead of getting a 15-pound turkey, get two 7-pound turkeys. They'll taste better.
Much easier.
If you guys, here's a great quick story for you. We're out in Denver one year, and we go to this steakhouse across the street from the hotel. We got a group of 12 of us, and I don't think Jeremy will mind me telling this story, but so Jeremy Rutherford's with us, and we're having this great dinner, and we're in Denver, so everybody's ordering steak, and they had a 4-pound lobster on the menu.
Oh, man.
And Jeremy goes, I mean, you always got that one guy that's going to beat the pot, right?
Yeah.
When you're splitting the bill.
Yeah.
So he orders a 4-pound lobster, and we're like, dude, that lobster's too big. Like, it's going to be tough and chewy. And then the waiter asked him, how do you want it cooked? And he goes, broiled or steamed? I go, dude, you want it steamed. Now, I go to Massachusetts all the time, right? Yeah. I go, Jeremy, you want it steamed? You get it broiled, that thing's going to be sticking to the shell. He goes, I want it broiled. Oh, man. He gets his 4-pound lobster that had to be tougher than chewing in a Michelin tire. then he needs like a jackhammer to get it off the shell. And we just sat there watching shrapnel fly for the entire dinner.
Yeah, it's like eating linoleum.
Bigger does not make it better. Right. Bigger does not make it better.
Right. Right. Hear that, ladies?
Yeah.
You hear that, ladies?
Say it
Yeah.
again.
Right. It's the motion of the ocean.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Listen to the curb, man.
Yeah. Just want to make sure I got you guys' backs today. That's all heading into the holidays.
Thank you, Curbs.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Blues are on a roll. Beat Lightning last night 5-0. They crushed the Avalanche on Saturday. How about the 2 hat tricks on Saturday? Wild.
Yeah, it was really cool. And the cool part about the one that Pavel Buchnevich scored was all 3 goals that he scored were special team goals. So he had 2 shorthanded goals and a power play goal. And it's the 4th time in Blues history where a hat trick has been scored by just special team goals. First time that it's been that combination of 2 shorties and a power play goal. And it's only happened, there's been 50 shorthanded hat tricks in the history of the league, and only 13 of them have been with 2 or more shorthanded goals. So kind of a neat piece of history. And that's that's the fun part of sports for me.
How
like
do you
even
find out
even
that
if the
stat?
Cardinals.
How do you find that out?
So I got on the email. The NHL has this great resource called NHL Stats, and right after the game, I sent them an email, said, "Any chance you guys have this?" And man, within 20 minutes, they sent me an Excel sheet that had like just spectacular information. So the league has developed a great resource when he gets to that kind of thing.
They
but
got some nerd out there in Toronto.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Kramer emailed me again.
These are, way to go. Listen, this is the cool part about sports, guys. Even in a year where it stunk for the Cardinals, right? Or last year wasn't good for the Blues. The one thing about sports, it's the best reality show out there because you just never know what you're going to see. And here it is. We're in Denver. Nobody's expecting the Blues to beat Colorado 8-2, right? Braden Shen had 1 point in his first 9 games. He now has 9 points in the last 5, and he's second on the team in scoring. Like, nobody expected 2 hat tricks, which is the first time since 1986 that it happened for the Blues. I mean, that's the fun part of sports.
Yeah. And then, beat the Coyotes last Thursday, so it's the 5th win in 6 games, riding a 3-game win streak into San Jose. After a somewhat slow start, and I think everybody would admit it was kind of a slow start for the Blues, was there a quote-unquote thing that got the team going?
No, this is and I'm not sure they're even going just yet, to be honest with you. I think this has been one of those classic slow builds. Like, even when they were struggling to score goals those first 7, 8, 9, 10 games of the season, really up until the Montreal game when they got the 6 goals, they were getting scoring chances. They were getting chances in front and weren't either shooting the puck or the shots weren't going on net. Now you're playing a little bit of stretch where even though you're playing some teams that are really good, they're struggling. Their goaltending has been battling a little bit, and you're getting everything on net and in the right spots, and the puck's going in. So this has been a slow build. And the great news about these last 2 games is it's moved into a 3-game win streak. They're 3 games over 500. They're in 4th place in the division, but just 1 point out of 2nd place. And I don't know that you expected this team to win both games against Colorado and Tampa. So sometimes you get wins like that end up kind of proving to be bonus wins. You go on this next stretch, kind of until the 1st of December, and the teams above you that you're going to play, you've got the Los Angeles Kings.
Yeah.
In terms of teams that are above you. So this team could go on quite a run here of that, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 11 kind of run that really kicks your first 20 games off terrifically.
Yeah, so it's San Jose tomorrow, L.A. Saturday, Anaheim Sunday, Arizona next Wednesday. Then you guys are coming home for the break, and then there's a game.
And then we're going over to Rizz's house for smoked turkey. Because if you got 10 family members coming in, you aren't going to know the rest of us are showing up. Like, it'll just be who them. Yeah,
come on over, Chris. Come on over. Bring a side dish. Bring a pie.
I'll bring some Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, the real stuff, not in the can.
Yeah, my bad.
You will not be invited in. I do want to, before I let you go, I do want to just bring this up because there was an arrest made in the skate blade death of Adam Johnson yesterday. So they arrested Matt Petgrave. They make the right move in making the arrest here?
Man, I don't know, Rizz, because to me, this is a slippery slope. I don't think manslaughter, means it wasn't intentional, but it means it was careless. And if you watch that play, it's a dangerous play. The way he kicked his legs up is the one that, I've never seen anybody do that. Even falling forward, I've never seen anybody do what he did. He's got a little bit of discipline problems on the ice before, but I don't know enough if there was a background before that potentially led to any of this. But I know they brought in a couple of really highly touted experts on this thing. I think it's a very dangerous precedent. I can't imagine that this kid did this had any intention whatsoever.
No, and
I can't imagine. I can't imagine he would have even thought that this would have happened.
I don't think he got up in the morning, saying I'm going to kill somebody today. If you watch the play, and I've seen the replay 5,000 times already, he was preventing Adam Johnson from getting into the zone, is what it seemed like.
But what he did with his skates.
With his skates. That's not a hockey move. That's not a hockey move.
You're saying he was playing the game dirty, but it was part of the game, not part of trying to kill somebody.
Well, no, it's not. What he did, guys, wasn't, in my opinion, just solely my opinion, wasn't part of the game. The way he got hit, and we've seen guys get hit where their bodies end up in that helicopter motion, right? You've seen it in football, you've seen it whatever.
Yeah.
Rarely ever had you ever seen a player get hit like that, where then from his knees down, they kick their legs up like a scorpion kick.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what happened here, and that's the part that makes you really uneasy about this. But guys, man, when the law starts to get into sports, like what Okay, so what happens if you're playing in a baseball game over in England now and a guy gets drilled in the head and dies?
Well, and that's what I was going to say.
Like-
I didn't mean to speak and say that it was a part of the game. I just meant part of the game where he's like in the spirit and the action of the moment, the quick play, and part of the game is trying to prevent somebody from having an advantage. So that's what I mean by that. And what you're saying, continuing on with part of the game, let's keep it in hockey for a second. This is a game where we have fighting. We have open people that are legitimately your intention when you are throwing a punch, a bare knuckle punch towards someone's face, is to
but that's
hurt them.
two willing combatants, though.
I understand that, but I'm saying, what if
Yeah, but
somebody
let me give you a better one. Let me give you a better example.
What if somebody gets
okay?
popped wrong and they die? And this is the
let me
precedent.
give you a better example. Okay, you see hits from behind a lot, and as much as the leagues try to legislate it out, okay. Guy comes over, cross-checks the guy into the boards. The guy falls awkwardly into the boards. He gets paralyzed. Now, we have occasionally from time to time in the game of hockey seen that happen. All right? Does that now mean that law enforcement should get involved in a play that you see happen tons and tons and tons of times, even though the leagues tried to legislate it out? And this is the one time that, this is one of the times that resulted in that serious injury. This one is different. This one is a tad unique. But I think it's a very dangerous slope, and I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing how this is going here because I just think that there then becomes so many things across sports, whether it be UFC. You name the sport.
Well, Chris, I can say, can you see it happening if somebody during a baseball game takes a bat and hits somebody over the head with it?
Okay, that's a totally different argument because that's got absolutely nothing to do with baseball.
Right.
That's not like even in this case, as Moon was saying, part of the and even you said part of it is trying to get a piece of the guy as he's crossing the blue line. Now he unfortunately tried to do it, with his feet when he was up in the air after a hit, and that's what caused the action. But that's different than I could say the same thing in hockey. You go, well, you know what? When Todd Bertuzzi went after Steve Moore, okay, in Colorado 15 years ago. That one, the authorities, Vancouver, Colorado. That's one where the authorities got involved. And to be honest with you, I didn't have a problem at that point in time because not only did they say they were going to get him, the coach said go get him, right? And this kid is skating up the ice, and Todd Bertuzzi just comes from behind him. He couldn't defend himself anything. He had already fought in the game, which was the honorable thing to do after you hit another team's player, right? And then he jumped him from behind and broke the guy's neck, okay? And so that's it. Like there's an example of something that had nothing to do with the game of hockey, and I didn't have so much a problem with that. Plus, you had vocal premeditation in there. So, again, there's differences. This one is a really gray line to me that I haven't seen and read all the evidence that might be out there that made them make this decision, but something in their mind made them cross the line here. So we'll very cautiously watch how this plays out.
I do want to say that it is bringing player safety to the forefront, and it's a hot topic. And as a father of a son who plays a lot of hockey, I know my son has always worn a neck guard. I know now some leagues around the area are mandating them. I know for my son's hockey team at Lafayette, they're now mandated. I don't think Chesterfield Hockey said anything yet. I think the St. Louis Rockets have now mandated neck guards, but USA Hockey put out a statement. Now, USA Hockey's in charge of all the youth hockey in the country. They're
like a governing body that sends recommendations down.
They are recommending neck guards for all players. In addition to cut-resistant socks and sleeves or undergarments. I guess it's got to go to the directors, the board of directors, who have to vote on it before they implement it as a rule.
So here's the thing on this real quick, Rizz. Like, first off, at the NHL level, every single player has the choice whether or not they want to or not. The leagues have not said, no, you can't. Okay? The things that have been mandated in by the leagues, the helmets, the eye shields, right? Mm-hmm. Okay? Those are all things where players have come after the league for, sued them down the road, and they're like, okay, we're not messing around with this. I talked to several general managers over the last 2 weeks on this topic. They said, do you not, this is exactly pretty much, they were almost verbatim. Do you not think the teams want their players to be as safe as possible? He goes, One of them said, we want all of our players to wear those shot blockers so they don't break their foot. We lost a player a couple of years ago, he said, okay, one of our key players for 6 weeks because he wouldn't wear a shot blocker, and his foot breaks. And he goes, and sometimes it's not about your comfort. It's about just protecting yourself, the team's interest, the value, and everything. So right now, and the Blues now have some players. They've put some orders in for some of this stuff. They've got some players that already wear the sleeves and things like that. Yeah, and listen, now, like every topic you find, okay, someone's going to come out, and USA Hockey is one of these right now. They're saying, well, it's not totally, like, we have evidence to say that it's not all that protective, that a skate could hit it and then slide up, and, like, yes, it could, but it could also stay right there and save your life. So, like, I would just urge parents, be smart, be safe, protect your kid. You know, it's like wearing a turtleneck out there in this case, and you don't see these injuries happen. No, I've seen 2 injuries, Rizz, where I've seen guys' wrists get split because they're wearing short gloves and they didn't have the protective shirt.
My son got cut between the elbow pads and the top of his gloves, and it was a deep cut.
From a sticker skate.
So does he wear the long sleeve now?
Yeah, it was a check into the boards.
Protective long sleeve?
It was a check into the boards. The kid who he checked, his feet went up and just sliced him right between the glove and the elbow pad.
That's wild.
It happens.
It happens.
More than you think, probably.
But,
right, and that's why, I mean, look at that situation. I mean, you know, what if your son had been more severely injured on that play?
I know.
You know, and what if the law was to get involved? This one's not as clean and cut, and so I'm very much anti-law enforcement getting involved in these kind of things unless something really crosses a line. And you know, there's another reality in life, and sometimes the reality of life is tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, tragedy happens, and tragedy doesn't always necessarily mean that somebody's in fault and is to blame and has to pay.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where this one sits.
Well, on a lighter note, Chris, the Curbside Podcast, which you're doing every morning after a game, new episode out now?
Yep, yeah, this has really been a fun thing to do. So for fans that missed the game, that missed the broadcast, you basically every morning it's called Curbside Reaction, and it's all we put the radio highlights, we put our post game breakdown. I give my takeaways on the game. I've got contributors like Tim Woodburn helping out with it. You'll hear locker room interviews with the players, like last night. You'll hear from Steve Ott, who joins us right after the game. You hear from Jordan Kyrou. And all it's compressed into about anywhere from typically 18 to 20 minute window for people just to download, get the highlights, and really get a good vibe of what's going on. So we're putting it up the next morning after every single Blues game for fans, and the reaction to it's been really good. So
awesome.
Thanks for bringing that up. But it's been a fun project to do.
Well, Chris, have a great road trip, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, guys, have an awesome week. Thanks, and if for some reason we do miss each other next week, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thanksgiving, buddy.
Happy
And
Thanksgiving.
yeah, we'll talk to you. Safe travels. There he is, the great Chris Kern, everybody. All right, so we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll give away some stuff. We're going to play Rizz Show Password. Rizz Show Password for some fabulous prizes, including tickets to go see the Blues next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, over at Enterprise. It's the Blues and it's the Predators. We've got tickets to go see Green Day, big summer show at Rancid, August 15th at the Hollywood School Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see The Urge next Friday over at the Pageant. And we got tickets to go see comedian John Mulaney Friday night, January 12th, over at the fabulous Fox Theater. So password is easy. We'll get 2 contestants. You guys on the phone will pick partners. Are you going to make yourself eligible, Rafe?
Well, I know the words in advance.
You're not eligible.
So I'm not eligible. But I will say this. I think, because we have a ringer in the room, that once Moon has been picked once, you got to go through everyone else before he's picked.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to be off the table.
And we got to get through the whole crew.
Got to get through the crew. So if
You're
you
too
pick,
good, man.
If you pick Moon,
You're a savant.
Sorry for
if
kicking
you
you in
pick
trouble.
Moon, next round he's off the table. If you pick me, I'm off the table. Lern, King Scott as well.
Sorry for ruling.
So Rafe's going to give us a password. You guys have to guess based on our
Yeah,
clues
kicked
what
your
the
coverage.
password is. Please, for the love of God, pay attention.
Yes.
314-624-3833, 618-398-3833.
I think everybody's been doing great.
We had a great
Really improved.
last week. Excellent.
St. Louis wins most improved.
Excellent. Gold star.
Improved on this
This
game,
game.
for sure.
And we could take that star away, by the way. We could take that gold star away. I'm going to throw it right in the garbage.
And we will. Next.
Yes.
And we will next.
Yes. We have none of the confidence in the world. 8:57 for Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at ww2raceway.com. We got a lane closed due to a crash 64 westbound just after 170. There's also delays 255 southbound between Illinois 3 and Coke Road. Average speed down to 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast, sunny, high of 71. Right now it is 48 at the Point Studio. And your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Back to the Rizz Show. We're going to play some Rizz Show password, give away some fabulous prizes. All right, we got Urge tickets, Green Day tickets, St. Louis Blues tickets, and John Mulaney tickets. Yes, it's Rizz Show password. So we'll get you guys on the phone here. Phones are all jammed up. We'll get two contestants. They will pick teammates. Myself, Moon, Lern, King Scott.
Okay.
Once we're off, once we're picked, we're off the table for the next round.
Correct.
Okay. Rafe will feed us the password. We'll then give one-word clues to help our teammates identify the password. Now, new kind of twist to this. You'll have 10 seconds. You're not going to take a minute trying to think of an answer.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So many
Rafe,
rules.
you're going to be the.
I got
There are no rules.
This should be called Rizz Show.
there were so many rules and password, dude.
There's a lot of rules. That's how we streamline the operation.
We'll see.
Rafe, you're going to be the timekeeper.
Thank you. I will.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Well, he could keep it in his head.
Oh, okay.
I can get a timer up here if you want. Really add the stress.
Let's get
no,
crazy,
we don't
man.
I don't need the beeps. I don't need that.
Once I get
You're
the
going to need something to
password,
do,
I
Moon,
don't have
because
a
everybody's
whole
going to
lot
pick you
do.
first. So mad at you.
Now let's get the contestants going here. John in Collinsville. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, buddy. Pick somebody.
I got to go with Moon.
Yeah, baby.
So Moon is picked.
Why? The rule was
Bring
implemented.
it home.
Debbie, hello.
Hi.
Hey. Debbie, pick somebody.
Hi. I want Lern.
All
Yes,
right.
Debbie.
Moon and Lern are playing Rizz Show password. Now,
Just so
since
you know, I'm eating a fresh pear and it's soft and oh baby, it's brain food. I feel good.
Brain
Let's
food.
Debbie, I
do
just
it.
had a handful of Skittles.
have
Let's
some?
go.
So that's brain food as well. All right. So since Moon was picked first, you will then give the clue first.
Okay.
Okay, John and Debbie, pay attention. Here we go. John, you're going to be first with Moon.
I feel like
Rafe
since,
is going to give the password.
since I got picked, Rafe, because he just wrote a new word, I feel like he's trying to go for something crazy.
No, I was just ill prepared.
Oh, okay.
But
I just saw you scrambling as soon as he said my name.
I just forgot over the break to start writing these down. Okay, John is with Moon.
Yes.
Debbie's with Lern.
Debbie's
Yes.
with Lern.
Hot Debbie's with Lern.
Hot
Yes.
Debbie.
Learn and Moon.
Yes.
John's with Moon.
Oh, I think we've done this one.
We have.
No.
Have we not?
I don't
fine.
think so.
Too bad. We're doing it again.
All right.
I don't think we've done that word. Okay. The password has been given. Moon and John, here we go.
Hamlet.
Shakespeare.
7 or 8 in a row.
I'm mad at you right now.
All right.
Yeah, John.
The password was Hamlet. I'm sorry, the password was Shakespeare.
Making me look good, John. Thank you.
One rule I didn't say at the top, just to remind people, if I say form of, that means you, like if the word was pharmacist, you said pharmacy, and I say form of, you do get one more chance at it, in case that would happen.
I thought you were going to change another rule. I was like, I keep winning World Series. You're taking the bat
I
out of
just
my
realized
hand.
we didn't do it, and here's your next
Here's the next
word,
password.
and Moon, you can play her pass, and she won.
Ooh,
see it?
baby.
Password has been given.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to pass.
Pass.
Okay, pass. So,
All right, Debbie.
Debbie.
Lern and Debbie, here we
Let's
go.
go.
Debbie, pay attention.
Let me think about this.
Oh.
Oh, no. Blues.
Say it again.
Blues.
Like BLUES.
You got
Correct.
it.
Blues.
I'm going to say hockey.
All right, good guess.
Okay.
Instrument.
Oh.
Saxophone.
To you, Lern.
All right, Debbie. Blow.
Harmonica.
You got
Hot Debbie did it.
Sorry, John. I was hoping it would come back. I figured that was going to take 2 or 3.
it. Way to go, Debbie.
Good job, Debbie.
Wow, harmonica was the password.
Learn, you have the power now.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to pass.
What a game, huh, Scott?
Yeah.
You didn't
Look at the word yet.
She's already passed. She already passed.
How low confidence do you have in yourself?
No, I want
She
you
already
so
passed,
good.
man.
The
Let's see it. Let's see
opportunity.
You can play or pass. At least
Yeah.
look at the word
Yeah, I
before
want-
you.
Okay.
You want to pass?
All right, I'm going to pass.
All right. She's sticking
All right.
with her guns. You guys see
John,
it?
here we go. You and Moon, you're going first. What a game, guys. What a game.
All right, John, pay attention.
All right.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Weed.
Drugs.
All right, Debbie. Yellow.
Dandelion.
Yes, she got it, baby. Deserved.
Debbie, congratulations. You
Down
win.
the king.
The
John,
king
sorry,
has
buddy.
been dethroned.
Sorry, John. Sorry, John. That
Wow.
was a great word because
That
that was going to take 2.
That was a tough start.
Yeah, I mean, that
I don't
was,
know. I don't know what I would have done.
that was going to take 2. I
That
had,
lead would have been the
pass.
first one.
yeah, we had it in 3.
Debbie.
I actually thought about
Yeah.
doing a poor clue, so the second one would have to be a, you know what I mean? Like there's some strat here.
Yeah.
But Debbie took it.
Tanking
Good
the
win.
first clue.
Yeah, I mean it's worth a
like-
shot here and there.
Brick. All right.
All right, so let's go to
Learn, good job. Way to pass without looking. You know what? I'll never question you again.
Thank you.
Price.
And now
Hello.
you're off the table.
You
Hey, happy birthday, Chris.
Thanks, buddy. All right, so it's either me or King Scott. Who are you going to pick?
I'm taking you, Rizz.
Okay. So
Sorry, King Scott.
Aw.
he's all right.
He's going to get picked.
John, you're with King Scott.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Scott, you ready? Scott's on the phone. You're up, buddy. Put him on hold. You're playing.
He's so excited.
Does he have a
You're
start?
playing.
John?
Let's
ready?
do it.
He'll hold.
You got John.
Let's do it.
John, my man.
All right, we've got.
Thanks for
John.
being nice, unlike Price.
We have John and King, and who's with you, Riz?
Price from Arnold.
All right, here we
Here we
go.
go. So
Here's
I got to
your-
give the clue first. Here's the password.
Here is the first password,
Okay.
and Riz will be responsible for the first clue.
Okay. Man. I use some strategy here.
Yeah.
Insect.
Fly.
Form of.
So I give another another
No.
clue?
No, he gets another guess.
Fruit fly.
Over to you, King
All right,
Scott.
John. Lightning bug.
It's two
Firefly.
words, dude.
Is it?
Oh
no.
Lightning bug is 2 words. You can't do that. You gotta really think. Single word only.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, you only use one word.
Can't
Be a
say,
cool word,
I catch
though.
them in a jar on 4th of July. All right, well, new words.
Try again.
Wait, he doesn't lose
He
that?
said Firefly.
I guess.
He wound up saying Firefly, which was the password.
Yes.
Oh, new word.
New word.
But he doesn't lose? He doesn't forfeit that round?
Let's give a let on that. On
Judge?
that one.
There's so many rules.
I'm
What do
gonna,
you mean rules?
I'm going to give one pass.
Dude, you didn't
Oh,
tell us
man.
about any
We all-
rules.
We got one
One
word
word.
clue. It was very much said one word clue.
Price, we got Rob there.
No
There's an
compound
asterisk.
words unless it's like lipstick.
There's an
We allow,
asterisk
like,
for this
lipstick.
game, by the
Okay.
way. All right.
That's all right. We're gonna clean it up.
Ooh,
All right, so we're starting. This is one, correct?
Fine.
Word one. You will be giving the first clue again since we are doing a hard reset.
We're having fun though, aren't we?
Oh, we're having a great time.
Okay.
One word, dude.
No, since he screwed up, I should get to choose.
All right, fine, Riz. You choose.
You're right.
All right, that's the new
Do you
rule.
want to
Is
play or
that- is
pass?
that
If
fine?
you screw up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first round, you get to choose what happens.
I'm passing.
All right, passing. King Scott, you will be giving
John.
John the clue first.
Okay. Let me think here.
One word, please.
Monster.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
Price.
I'm ready.
Stone.
Medusa.
That's okay.
Good guess.
Let's see here.
5 seconds.
Oh, come on.
To be fair, this is one of the hardest ones.
Carved.
Shoot, no.
What's
4,
happening?
5 seconds, John.
3, 2, 1.
Something.
Price. Building. What the hell's happening?
Price is getting his car.
Price.
I'm
Building.
here. Building. Truck.
Truck. Clearly not listening.
Let's
to
listen to the other
clues.
clues.
Here we
Price,
go,
if
John.
We're going to win this.
This is it. This is the one.
There's one that will unlock this. I can tell you.
I thought I just unlocked it.
Gothic.
Tower.
What did he say?
What did you say?
Tower.
Tower. All right. Is that 5?
That's
We've been through 5, so now we're going to repeat the clues. What was the first clue you gave, Scott?
Monster.
Monster.
Monster. I said building.
Carved.
Stone.
Stone.
Gothic.
Gothic.
Monster, building, carved stone, Gothic. Rizz, it is your turn to give a clue. What the hell is happening to this guy's car?
You gotta go. He's backing up with all the doors open.
Wings.
Gargoyle.
Yes!
That was the one. Wings was
Yes.
it. All right.
Oh, boy.
Was that the unlock word?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
Wings was the unlock after the monster. So.
Sorry, John.
What is that beeping? For the love of Christ.
His car is getting emails.
That was my work truck.
Yeah.
Tell your work truck to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Because it's
just did.
distracting.
Trying to win tickets here.
Yeah, we're trying to give away some
Trying
tickets.
to win some tickets here. Here's your now second word, and Rizz, you can play or pass because you did win.
I'm going to pass to King Scott.
Okay.
Okay, John?
Eskimo.
It's not the preferred nomenclature.
Alaska.
House.
Igloo.
Yes!
I should have said cooler.
All right, thank
I should
you.
have said cooler.
Price, we win.
Doggone it.
Hang on.
Good job.
Sorry, John.
There's no rules.
Want to do that
I
round?
hosed you.
Let's do one more round.
Everybody's on the board.
Everybody's on the board
Everybody's
now.
on the board.
Everybody's on the board.
Everyone's
One more
available.
round.
I need a redemption.
Drew.
Yes.
All right, pick somebody. Everybody's on the table now.
Thank you. I'm going to go with Moon.
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Vinny.
Yo,
Who are you going with?
you're my boy, Rizz. I got you on the webcams. Lock it up. Make
All
eye
right.
contact. Here we go, baby.
All right. Make sure you
eye
don't
contact.
show the password on the cameras there, Rafles.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm better than that,
And the
bro.
chat needs to lock it down, too, because they're all guessing. So
Yeah.
don't be helping
Don't be
Vinny.
cheating.
Don't be cheating. Don't
We're
be
looking
helping.
at the chat.
Don't be
like
cheating.
No, you're gonna
like a
get
chat hole.
You're gonna get all of 3 seconds on these guesses then.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Time for the password.
All right, your first password.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
Moon, you have the ability to. Oh, never mind. You have to go first. This is a new round.
I have to go first.
Yeah.
Yes. You will pick first.
Oh. Okay. All right. Who am I fighting with?
You're going with Drew.
Okay, Drew. Tape.
Tape.
Yes, tape. TAPE.
Recorder.
I have a question. I know before I
This is good.
You're writing down
is
your
that-
question?
No,
Can I see it?
is that one word?
Can I see it?
That isn't allowed. That's a compound word, and it will be, but it is allowed because it is one word. Yes,
Is it a compound word?
I think that's one word.
it's one word.
I'm looking
It
that
is
word
an
up
object.
right now,
This
and
is
it's
the exact example of what.
I just want to be
it's
clear.
2 words. I'm sorry.
Are you sure?
I see it as one word. I allow it.
Okay.
Okay. Sam,
Right? Right? I mean,
Yeah, it's one word.
I see this as one
I'm
word.
allowing it.
It is one word.
Okay.
All right. Vinny, boombox.
Cassette.
Yes.
Boom, baby.
Really cocky, dude.
Yeah,
That's really cocky. That was a.
I'm into that.
That was a second clue word. You know what I'm saying?
What would you have said?
Boombox on
Yeah,
the second
boombox.
one, but not on the first one.
All right.
It was tough to be first there. Okay, here we go.
Rizz, you have the opportunity to play or pass.
How are we getting there?
You read that?
How are we getting there?
I can read.
Oh, boy.
Moon's going to start this one.
Oh, am I?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll just say, tasty.
Oh,
Tasty.
Tasty. Tasty. Tasty.
okay. I see what you're doing here.
Sandbag.
Ice cream.
Red. Come on, Vinny.
Cherry.
Cherry? No.
Spice.
That's what I would have said.
Tasty spice. Tasty spice.
Don't just take my clues. Remember all of the clues.
Furry.
Ooh, good guess.
Pepper, Vinny.
Cayenne.
Very good guess.
Yeah, you screwed that up.
They're right there, both of them.
There's an unlocker. I'm telling you.
Mexican.
Jalapeno.
All right, that's 5. Let's go over the clues.
Let's go over the clues.
Tasty.
We have tasty, red, spice,
Pepper.
pepper,
Mexican.
Mexican.
Smoked.
Okay.
Wow.
Smoked.
Smoked.
S-M-O-K-E-D, smoked.
Salsa? I don't know, man.
Here we go. Powder.
Chili.
Woo, we're dancing around it, baby. This is a tough one, Rizz. What do you got?
Oh, man. I'm running out of
There's a word.
There is a word.
There's a word. What is it? Tell me in my ear.
Chili.
That was already, he guessed that word.
But yeah, but there's
No, he guessed it.
no, it's a hint.
Now it's a clue.
Paprika.
Yeah, there it is. Paprika was the word.
Damn, you got
Damn, Vinny.
over 2.
All right.
I am blown away by this.
Hang on, Vinny.
Bummer.
We win.
I feel like
Good
we
job,
did all
Vinny.
we could have done.
That was a
a
tough
hard
word.
word.
I think that was the toughest word we've ever had.
That was a tough word. I think we had Indian. I think Indian would have been a good unlocker, and I also think deviled.
Because deviled eggs.
That is the key ingredient in a deviled egg.
Yeah. Also chili, though. I mean,
It is. You got it there. You got there.
I mean, we got
Also,
there.
everything Rizz said.
Also,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also, my clue.
Chili was good, man. Hey, chili was good.
somebody's upset.
We were both upset on that one because every time we thought we had the locker, we're like, no.
And honestly, that was not a case of them not listening. That was a tough word.
That was a tough word.
Good.
Tough word. All right.
Yeah,
Well done, everybody.
people give me trouble about Mexican, but like I think a lot of people associate Mexican dip or Mexican
Oh, yeah. Use
food
Mexican.
with it. I'm not saying that it was
Paprika.
Mexican.
Hey, man, it's a universal spice,
You
brothers.
tell them to shut up. They don't know what they're talking about. Why don't they play their own game?
Hey, speaking of, we've adopted this as a family game, and we play it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is fun to play with your kids. It gets out of hand, but it's fun.
All right. It is 9:25. Scott? Goo next? You want to goo it? All right, Scott's off tomorrow. Let him leave with a goo. Headline goo next. It's 9:25. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Looks like we have a lane closed due to a crash 64 westbound just after 170. There's also a lane closed due to a crash 44 eastbound near 7th Street. Your point forecast, sunny. High of 71. Right now it is 52 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
I didn't mean to actually put the sports thing in right there.
You're
but
that excited.
Scott, hang tight for the goo. We're going to goo it next. I got to turn your microphone. This
Ready.
is a disaster.
Oh, now I'm ready.
Microphone wasn't on.
You said go ahead and go for it?
No, he's going to do sports
I'm just
first.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, sports report for Moon. coming at you.
Sports presented by DraftKings is a Casino Queen. Think you know football? Bet on it. DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportbook. Everything just kind of went dead on my screen here, but I have some breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
From Deshaun Watson. And the Cleveland Browns camp. It looks like he's not going to be playing. He had a couple different injuries on their last win over the Ravens, one of which is a fracture in his shoulder or something. So anybody that was making their picks, I just wanted to throw that out there in the sports because I tend to make my picks on Wednesday/Thursday just to make sure I'm not missing the Thursday game. And that might affect your picks right there. 5 wins in 6 games for the St. Louis Blues as they shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-0. Jordan Kyrou scored twice. Parayko, Vrana, and Kapanen with an empty net also scored for the Blues. Jordan Bennington made 30 saves. Torrey Krug had 2 assists. The Blues have now improved to 8-5-1, and they head out on a 4-game road trip through California and Arizona like we talked to Chris Kerber about. The results are in, and even though they seemed obvious going into it, both Gunnar Henderson of the Baltimore Orioles and Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks have made history for their respective clubs. Henderson, representing the American League, and Carroll, representing the NL, were named 2023 Jackie Robinson Rookies of the Year. The award was given to both players unanimously, marking the first time since 2017 where Aaron Judge and Cody Bellinger were unanimously the named winners there. Carroll is the first D-backs player ever to win the award. On Friday, let's see, the Big Ten has suspended Jim Harbaugh for the remainder of the regular season, and the coach says that Michigan learned of the disciplinary action the same way the rest of us did. On Friday, the Big Ten announced that Harbaugh will not be permitted to be on the sideline during Michigan games through the end of the regular season, which amounts to 3 games. Harbaugh is still able to be with the Wolverines while they prepare during the week, and he talked on Monday saying that he got this 3-game ban and found out about it when somebody showed them their phone while they were flying to Pennsylvania for the game on Saturday. Somebody said, look, you're suspended. So that's pretty wild. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Dude, I read somewhere yesterday that Bill Belichick over at the Patriots probably not going to be the Patriots coach next year.
No kidding.
And the Patriots are horrendous this year.
Is he just so sad because his boyfriend Tom Brady's gone?
Seems to be that way.
Oh, poor
that
guy.
he may be. That rumor has it, he may be GM coach for
The Dolphins.
Close.
The Raiders.
Vegas.
The Raiders?
The Raiders.
Figured it.
Belichick's going to the Raiders? That's never going to work
rumor
out.
has it.
He just fired his protege. Patriot Way don't work in Las Vegas, dude. They hire criminals there. It's the Wild West out there. That's not Belichick country.
I thought Vince Neil was the Raiders coach.
Vince Neil from Motley Crue?
Yeah.
They fired him. You didn't
You talking about the dude with the...
Oh, my God, I'm going to pass out. Really?
You talking about the dude with the Barney Rubble haircut?
Vince Neil? Yeah.
No,
Singer of
No,
Motley
the
Crue?
owner.
That's the owner.
Mark Davis.
Yeah, that's the owner.
It's Mark Davis.
Exactly.
okay.
He's got the Lloyd Christmas haircut.
Dude, show Lern what
Best
Mark.
haircut.
Show a picture of Mark Davis. You got to see this. This guy's a billionaire.
And the only reason I'm comfortable making fun of this is because I think he likes this.
he owns the Raiders.
this.
You
He's
got to
got
see
little
this.
Hobbit man feet?
You got to see this.
Dude,
guy's
he
haircut.
drives. I read an article. He drives 2 hours, or he's flown in to get his haircut. And this is the haircut that he goes 2 hours to get.
Oh, my God, that hair is god-awful. That is,
Now that's a good haircut. Go back.
Yeah, he's going to start a trend with this.
that's a psycho's haircut.
That's a psycho.
Look at that haircut.
Those bangs are so blunt,
Look at
dude.
that haircut.
Dude, that's a precious boy there.
That's-
I
My
like
cousin
him.
Leah had that same haircut in like 79.
He looks like
This
he's
is-
wearing an old football helmet, like an old leather football
This is what my daughter looked like when she was like 6 years old and she found the scissors and she decided to cut bangs. And she cut and she cut her hairline right down, and we had to fix it and just kind of like even out the top of it and just let her go for a year.
Dude.
That's what it looks like. A leatherhead. Remember those leatherhead helmets from like the 40s?
Yeah,
When
that's
they're
an
just
old
like
football helmet.
Yeah, just put it on just put the cap on. Oh, that's what you're
hilarious.
saying?
Looks
Yeah.
like if somebody burned a birthday wish for a Cabbage Patch doll to come to life, and it just grew up.
That's the guy. It's Xavier now.
Oh my God. Yeah. But
Part
that's
of his brand now.
that's what he's doing. That's
I like it.
I don't like it.
It's a good
his
look.
brand.
It's an odd bird. He drives an hour and a half or 2 hours to a hairdresser to get that done from Las Vegas or wherever he lives.
Really?
Wait a
You know
minute.
what?
So this
He's
guy's
doing
going
all
to
right for
go
himself.
to, did you say Belichick is
No, that's
going,
the owner of the Raiders.
this guy
He owns
And
the
Tom
Las
Brady-
Vegas Raiders.
is also part of the Raiders?
Brady bought in.
So that's why Belichick is going to the Raiders?
Well, Brady is part owner of the Raiders? When, I didn't know that.
He got approved to come in as an owner. I don't think it's a majority stake, but he's buying in.
Wow.
I did not
What if
know
Tom
that.
Brady gets his haircut?
What did I care?
I mean,
Scott?
That'd be
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
That'd be
That
so
would be a
great.
haircut that would belong on Brady.
Scott, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go it.
What's going on in the news today?
Because I am ready to laugh. And Scott's going to bring the laughter. Here we go.
Australian naturalists have identified 48 new species of spiders, but don't worry, only 47 of them want to kill you. A plane flying out of New York City had to turn around shortly after takeoff when a horse got loose on board. And even with the horse on board, the plane still smelled way better than being on Spirit flight. Yeah, the horse is said to be in stable condition.
Tag.
The horse
You
should
don't see a lot
have.
of tags in the goo.
I know. I think the horse should have flown American Airlines.
Whoa.
Huh?
Double tag. I got to say, man, I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Let me work this story.
A circus lion roamed free in an Italian town. Locals screamed and waved their hands excitedly. Then they heard about the escaped lion. King Charles turned 75 yesterday. He celebrated at Burger King so he could get a free crown. Russia is one of the major countries in the world without a McDonald's. Yep. The only Happy Meal for Russians is vodka. Barry Manilow revealed why it took him so long to come out as gay, and that reason was that we already knew.
Yes.
Yeah. Lee Greenwood announced his retirement. His legacy will live on whenever we hear God Bless the USA and... nope, that's the song right there.
Lee Greenwood and his hits.
Of course.
Joey Fatone says he's not embarrassed to admit that he got hair plugs or a fat removal procedure. And his career after NSYNC? Well, that's another story. And finally, Patrick Mahomes says he's worn the same pair of underwear every game for his entire NFL career, and that explains why no one wants to tackle him from behind. Yeah. May the goo be with you.
All right,
And also
Scott.
with you.
Enjoy your day off tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
I did.
Because I sure did.
We did.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are.
It's 10:04.
Here we are.
Let's wrap her up. Today's podcast is titled
As long as you squirt the turkey.
As Long as You Squirt the Turkey.
Our guest actually said that today.
That's right.
Chris Kerber.
That's right. Christopher Kerber did.
As long as you squirt the turkey.
Yeah, that's right. Tomorrow, the Freak of the Year semifinals begin. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. We're there, guys. We're there. Join King Scott tomorrow with Anthony Stalter from the Fast Lane up at Cyberg's, Maryland Heights from 6 to 8
Yeah.
tomorrow, discussing all things football. And you guys are going to hot oil wrestle.
Yep, it's going to be awesome. And as an
time
expert
is
in
this?
football, it's going to be a lot of fun.
6 to 8?
Yeah, 6 to 8. We're both,
Dorset?
yeah. It'll be
Maryland
very
Heights.
inappropriate, adults only. I'm just kidding. It's all ages, I think. But it's going to be
oil
good.
wrestling for
Yeah, come on
everyone.
out. It's going to be fun.
Can't
Cyberg's is awesome. Great food. It's a great hangout there. And then I'll beat up Stalter for us.
Dude,
It'll be
I'm
good.
telling you what, when it comes to hot oil wrestling, that's our champ right there, guys. You know
I've
that.
not lost yet, even though I have the hair, which doesn't help me out sometimes, but it's okay.
Yep. All right. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, just a huge thank you to Jeff Fitter, our good friend who runs Super Smokers over in Eureka, and Case and Bucks down in Imperial Barnhart for dropping off some incredible wings. Definitely try them out. They have a great thing going. We'll post it on our socials where they're helping with Shop with a Cop down in Jefferson County.
Mondays at both locations, 10% of your bill will go to Shop with a Cop in those local areas.
Nice.
Yes, thank you, Jeff.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member of the day, which is brought to you by Hot Shots. HotShotsNet.com/Team Rizz from Fairmont City, Illinois. Anna Rodriguez is our team member. Anna wants to hear this song. I've never heard it before.
Huh.
So it'll
Is
be
it a new hit?
our first time listening to it together.
You're going to like it.
I think so. I like it so far.
This is a hot young new group, I think.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
right.
hot track.
Coming in
from
hot with a new pick-me-up.
Alice.
On the pop charts.
Alice in Giants.
Shine.
Giants.
All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Rizzuto.